What's going on, guys? What's going on? How's everybody doing? Why is my hair looking all crazy, man? What are you doing here? What is going on with all this? Like I'm going bald. How you guys doing? How's everybody doing today? Let's get some people in here. Let's talk. Let's talk about how everything went and my thoughts on the event this past weekend. How it went for me, my thoughts on the entire event and stuff like that. Wanted to recap with you guys a little bit. I know a few people reached out to me wanting to know if I was going to go live. Ario Speedwagon, thanks for joining up, man. Hope you're doing well. Daniel Uric in the chat. What's going on, bud? People joining up slowly but surely, as always. Good to see you guys, man. Hope everybody's doing well. Desperation Pinocchio in the house. What's up, man? What's up, dude? Serious 96. Yo. What's up? What's up, dude? How's everybody doing, man? Hope you guys are all chilling, having a good Monday. Monday, right? Is today Monday? Monday, yeah. Hope you guys are all feeling good, man. I'm not too beat up as far as like physically like hurting. I'm more taxed, like my nervous system. 'Cause I don't know if you guys saw, I got a little fired up, and yeah, so like my nervous system is kind of depleted a little bit. Thank you, Daniel, for sharing it all. If you guys are capable of sharing this, I'd appreciate it if you do. Bob Seaver, howdy. What's going on, man? How you doing? You all right? How's the arm wrestling going, man? You an arm wrestler, man? Are you training? Bob, tell me about it. Yeah, so but just like taxed, and they say that it takes up to 2 weeks to after you really like tax your nervous system. It takes up to 2 weeks to get it all the way back to normal. So, Derek, you need to remind Mega Mike who the captain of the team is. You two need to have a super match. Haha. We're going to get into that. We're going to talk about Mike for sure. I mean, I know a lot of people have a lot of questions, and there's been a lot of comments about Mike, and people have been asking me about all that. And I definitely have, of course, I have thoughts on it. I mean, that's my teammate, it's my boy. So we can talk about that for sure. Remind him who the captain is. He knows who the captain is. This shit ain't changing. I mean, because eventually one day I'm going to be old and beat up and I won't be the strongest guy on my team at all. And it's inevitable, right? So just preparing for it, But I don't think that's the case yet. But yeah. Evaluation for your Istanbul match. Yes, we want to talk about that for sure as well. So we'll recap. Thank you, man. Thanks, Sirius. I appreciate you. Says you killed it, by the way. I was rooting for you the whole way. Thanks. So recap as far as the event went. I was, for those of you guys that kind of follow me closely, and I was kind of telling everyone that this wasn't really planned too much for the Hawthorne event. It was like about 4 days ago or so. I decided to go do it. I got this Tom Nelson match coming up, and I needed to test it, right? I got really strong to go to Michael Todd, to go train with Mike Todd. So I did a lot of training prep for that, and I was feeling really good, not too injured. And so this Tom Nelson match got announced, and I was like, you know what? I need to go out there, and I need to see how it feels. I need to see how the arm feels. I didn't do too much homework on the event. I had heard, that there would be some top guys there. I didn't know exactly who. But I wanted to go I wanted to put it through the ringer a little bit, put the arm through the ringer and see if I'm like, how I feel right-handed. Do I feel like a tank? Was it just a placebo effect because I was doing good in the gym and so maybe I felt strong? Or I want to see how it did in a tournament. And also, I haven't competed in like a year and a half or whatever. So I had to get on the table a little bit. And so that was the goal, right? That was the goal going out there. I was like, I got to get some pressure on this arm. I got to see if it beats people, if it's as strong as I think it is, And also, me and Mike hadn't pulled in like a month in regards to him as well. It's been a little while since we gripped up. But yeah, so I went out there and Mike, like I told you guys, that's my boy. That is one of the brightest up and comers in the sport in my mind of the guys I've gotten a hold of, and he's on my team. And so this was Mike's like event. It was supposed to be Arizona. It was supposed to be his event, beating some big names and getting out there in front of people. But there wasn't as many big names, especially in the super heavyweights in Arizona. So this was his chance to kind of go against some big names in Nevada. So that's why we were like, okay, I just want to test it, man. I mean, I want to win, but like that wasn't like I wasn't obsessed with trying to get first place in this tournament. Or else maybe I would have tried like top rolling and stuff throughout the event because I have some other moves, but I really wanted to see how strong I was inside. So we laid down to Mike. First round, I had a guy named Joe Joe, crap, I can't remember his last name. I had to get him Joe, big dude. He was strong. I never met him before. What's going on? I hook with your mama after arm wrestling. What's up, man? I had that first round guy. He was intimidating until he walked in. You guys got to remember, when I talk about people and the way I perceive them, I forget how big I am. Like I don't see myself. I don't see how big I am. So when I see someone like Robbie Topi or Cody Merritt, I'm like, dude, those guys are huge. And I forget that until I see pictures later. I forget that I'm like massive. But yeah, so this guy came in. I saw him signing up, and I was like, oh man, he looks massive. I was like, that guy's gonna be strong as shit. And it turns out that was that Joe guy I got matched up with, and he actually was really strong. But it just I started doing like kind of like a high hook. I was going knuckles up and kind of posting in the setup, and then hard cup with a little bit of back pressure, but mostly sideways, right? Mostly inside, like everything tucked in and hitting straight sideways. And so everybody just crumbled. I mean, I was so hyped up and I felt so strong that people's hands were just kind of folding underneath mine. I'll stick with my nickname of Rampage Smith after Hawthorne, LOL. It was good to see you fired up. Thanks, guys. I mean, that's how I normally compete, but a lot of you guys haven't seen me compete, so that's kind of like how I've been for a little while. Well, on the table, you got to turn it up, guys. But anyway, that move worked against Joe. The move worked against Carter Luthauser. Then I get Mega Mike, my teammate, because we're on the same side of the bracket, and so I lay down to Mike like that was the plan, so he would feel good and be able to go against some of the other guys and show out and show people who he is. And then I get Joe again in loser's bracket, and then I get Abo. I can't pronounce his last name. It's really long. He was ranked 7th. I thought he was ranked 5th. He was ranked 7th in the country left-handed. I had him right-handed. But that same move, just everything just crumbled, right? And so I'm in loser's bracket, and then I go against Mike. And I was telling Mike all day I was going to top roll him. I was like, dude, I'm going to bust that wrist back. I'm going to top roll. And it kind of was leading up to it. I was like, okay, I'm going to top roll him, right? Because Mike, I know Mike, obviously. And I was like, he's so strong in the hook. I'm just going to roll him out and get my win. But like literally as I'm walking up to the stage, I'm like, you know what? Because Mike is just such a beast inside. But like, I don't know. That move, like I said, I was feeling so strong in that move I was doing all day, that random little high hook thing, that I wanted to see the limit of it. I had gone through everyone. I couldn't feel anybody. I just went right through everyone. I'm not saying that in a shit talking way. I'm just saying that I didn't know how strong the move was because I couldn't feel anybody slow me down in it. So even though going against Mike, I was thinking walking way up to the stage, I'm like, you know what, dude? I'm just going to do the same move because I don't know if he can stop it right now because I don't know how strong I am. And I know it goes into his power, but like I feel really good in it. Let's try it. Because when I hook Mike at practice, I have a very specific way I hook him and things I have to do to target him and stuff. And but I was like, fuck it. I mean, I'm going to do the same hook against him I was doing against everybody else. You guys saw the match. I actually fired off. It almost looks like a false start, but I think it's a time or audio lag on the stream. Derek, are you somehow related to Will Smith? No, I'm not. I know we look related, me and Will Smith, but no, I'm actually not, which is the crazy part. So I hit Mike, and when I'm about to pin, I feel my palm open up, and I'm like, oh no. And my elbow was out of position. Like I wasn't as tight as I needed to be, and and then you guys saw the little ward. He pulls me over and he beats me. That was my second loss. So I only got really to go against one person right-handed where they stopped me and I didn't really get to adjust and I could only take that one loss and then I was out. So, but it's Mike. It's my boy. There's nobody else I'd rather lose to. And he beat me in that move for sure. He overpowered me. I tried not to let him, but I was just too out of position for him because I know where his strengths are and that was not a good spot for me against him. So I don't know, in retrospect, I don't know if I probably still would have hooked him, but maybe I would have done the hook, the normal Mike hook that I try that usually does okay in practice. But no, man, just chilling. Glad there's another stream tonight. Yeah. Coach Ray's cat dealer. That thing still trips me out with Coach and with Ray and his cat thing. I thought that was a joke. I didn't know he was really that much into cats. That's kind of funny. And then left hand, so I ended up getting third right-handed. Mike goes on to go against Cody Merritt, who's number 1 in North America left-handed. And Cody's a really good righty too, but I don't know like how that works. Because he's not ranked top 20 right-handed, but he should be. He's definitely strong enough to be. So I don't know what level his right hand is, but it's obviously at a high level. I just don't know where it would be in the United States. But yeah, somehow he's not ranked right-handed, which I think is a trip. but yeah, and so Mike goes against him. Mike gets a win off him, and then Cody was able to top roll him and wins the finals. So Cody, Mike, me, and then and I won $200 for that for third place right-handed. It was $200, and then left-handed. Ron Bath first round. So Ron had a super match, you guys, just so you know. Ron Bath had a super match before the event. I can't pronounce the guy's name that he had a match with, but he had a super match with a guy from Armenia who's been in Zloty, a really high-level puller for sure. Ron pulled him right and left-handed and won, I think it was 3-0 both hands. He definitely was tore down. I don't know how tore down, but obviously he had a match, so he was tore down. Ron pulled out of the right-handed class in super heavyweights. He did one match, and then he said his chest was feeling a little weird. I don't think it was a serious injury. He just didn't want to push it, so he pulled out of the right-handed class in super heavyweights. But left-handed, he stayed in, and so we matched up first round left-handed. And the thing is about my left hand, I always talk about my right hand. Whenever I talk to you guys about arm wrestling and my training, pretty much I'm only talking about right-handed. And my left hand is just like, I'm right-handed and I don't care about my left hand too much. It's healthy because I've never really injured it, but it's not super powerful. It's not super versatile, but it does like one thing really well. And when I pull against people that challenge my one thing, it like if they go right into my style, then I can do really well. Then I can beat some top guys. And it just panned out that that's my first time pulling Ron, and maybe he was tired, but yeah, he went into my style perfectly, and that worked out. And then I had Abo, the guy ranked 7th in the country left-handed, and he went right into my style, worked out. And then I had Cody Merritt, who's #1 in North America left-handed, and he just chopped and opened my shit up. And there was nothing that he did not go into my style at all. And he killed me. And then I had Ron again, and I was like, oh no. Because Ron, like he's a legend, and I was like, dude, I had the first win on him, and I was like, he's gonna be pissed. He's gonna come back and he's gonna do some crazy legendary ninja shit that I can't even fathom. He's gonna rip my head off. That's what I was kind of thinking. I was like, dude, he's gonna be out for blood right now, And yeah, I don't know if he was tired or what, but we kind of went right back into the same move. Right back into my move, my one strong move, left-handed, and it worked out. And then I had Abo again, and I was pretty fired up. He was fired up, and dude, we just arm wrestled too similar. They went right into my power, and so it worked. And then I had Robbie Topi, who's 5th in the nation. Now, last time me and Robbie pulled, I beat him last time we pulled left-handed a couple years ago, but he had a super match that day, so he was a little tired. I beat him, but I remember his style is similar to my style. It kind of goes well where I want him to go, but he is so strong left-handed. As far as I'm pretty sure he is left-handed, and so just his bicep and his chest, everything tightens up so well with Robbie. It's not just a hand and wrist thing. Like his arm just moves things left-handed. So we fight up top where I like to fight up in the hand, and it's hard to see in the live stream angle, but I flattened out his hand. I got his hand to flat. I didn't bend it back. I got it to flat. But then I started trying to move sideways the moment I got it kind of flattened out. And just with his wrist kind of like that, he was able to just be like, and just pull sideways and just hit. He just had way too much arm for me. And so it just kind of pulled my whole arm open because he's a big, strong lefty. So I lost to Robbie, and I'm 3rd place, and then Robbie gets 2nd, and then Cody Merritt gets 1st, and I got $50 for the left hand, 3rd place. And that's how I ended up, right? So I get home. Talked to Chance Shaw. Chance is like, okay, so he's like, so do you want to be ranked, right? Because Chance oversees the rankings, and there's like a committee. And I was telling Chance, like, something pretty realistic about it. He goes, I mean, what do you think? Do you think that that's legit? Like, you should be 7th in the country left-handed? And I said, listen, like, are there guys on below 7th, like 7th, because it goes to top 20. The list is top 20. And I was like, is there guys from 7th down to 20th? Do I think I'm better than all of them? I was like, no. And I was like, but it depends on the person. If I get a hold of the right person and the right style, like I can beat some really high level dudes for sure. I mean, that showed it, right? But I could also, there's some ranked 15th guys and 18th guys that pull a complete different style than me. And if they get a hold of me, I don't know if I can do it. You know what I mean? So it kind of depends on who I come across left-handed. But so he ended up moving me to 9th place instead of 7th. So I went behind Paul Passmore and Corey West. No, shit. I can't remember who else. I know I went behind Paul. I went down to 9th, and that's fine with me. I have no pride with my left hand. I'm not too obsessed with it at all. So 9th, cool. I'm top 10 for the first time in 10 years. I've never been on that top 10 listing. It's left-handed, but whatever. I got there. So, top 10 left-handed. But the right is what most people care about. It's what I care about a lot. And so, yeah. So, that's happened to that as far as my polling goes. Let's answer some questions, and then we'll kind of figure out some of the rest of that. Okay. The left-handed stall Gasparini. I mean, there's some horsepower in it. There is. They just have to hit the right angle. Travis versus Cody lefty needs to happen if Travis actually tries. I don't think he'll be ready. Not anytime soon. Jamie Sheldon in there says, yo, proud of you. Jamie Sheldon is the man. Jamie drove all the way out there and all the way back. Yeah, the road trip, dude, there was so much road tripping on that road trip. There was a lot of driving. But that's my boy. And excited for the things to come and the training and how we're going to move forward. And excited to see Jamie's going to get heavy. I think he's going to get like 220 pounds. So excited to see in the next few months what goes on with all of our training and how strong we can get. Mango Man, have you watched Uncle John's Team Devin rep? No, I have not watched it. I've been, guys, sorry, I've been real busy. I'm behind on a lot of things. You lost to a club player. You're carrying a 215 average Kingpin movie. Oh, I don't know the reference, but got you. Avatar Magnus says, you did a great job getting better as we saw with Ron regardless. Thanks, man. Great is in here. Says, yo, what's going on? Great. Tim Charles, love the way you break things down. Always good talk, man. Thank you. Bozo the Troll says, Chance got rolled in Texas by Jason Tarver. Ugh. Dan Urich, what's up? Jamie, Spencer just said, sup, guys? What's going on, Spencer? Nat Fit, thanks, boys. Andrew Kutcha says, what do you think about Bishop versus Talbot? Man, so previous to this match, Paul Talbot was, I guess it was 7-0. Their previous series, like they pulled left hand 7 times and Paul's won every time. So it was definitely like going to be an uphill climb for Justin Bishop. You know, he's the one trying to take that match, trying to get that win on Paul. There was a moment where it got kind of close a couple rounds in, but Paul just, man, that guy has so much force and stuff. And I know Justin is a mega hand arm wrestler. I've never gripped up with Paul Talbot, but dude, he's so impressive. That guy's so. And then the right hand was, because I thought Justin would smoke Paul, but people started realizing that like Justin has so much hand, and so people just started pressing Justin, like flop pressing him. That sucks. That sucks to work really hard, take someone's hand, and then just get flop pressed. It's a shitty feeling. But yeah, I mean, the left-handed one was like Justin's, chance to, one of his chances to get it. You know what I mean? Like Paul had everything to lose, Justin had everything to gain. So yeah, I mean, Paul went to work. Lefty, and good for him. Good for him, because I know Justin is no joke lefty. Yeah, that's a great matchup. I love seeing those two guys go at it for sure. Yeah. Let's see. Coach Ray's Cat Dealer says, Jamie, 2 cats for that performance. Too much power. Let's get some more likes in here, guys. Oh, yeah, we're at 24 likes right now. We don't roll like that. So, Devin is getting huge way of the pumpkin, baby. Yeah, he is, dude. I can't wait to see how big he is day of and see I think they'll have a weigh-in, right? So excited to see what he weighs in at and how much weight he has, because he's gonna be massive. Okay. Oh, so that was what someone asked earlier. Someone asked about the Istanbul match. So now I said I was gonna test myself at this event right-handed, and then I will take that information and apply it towards whether or not I'll go to Istanbul and potentially arm wrestle Arif. And when I was there, I was paying attention to how my right arm was doing at the event. But Cody Merritt was there. Now, Cody Merritt had gone to WAF the last time they had it. Was it 2019 or 2020? Anyway, Cody Merritt went out there, and he ended up at the tournament winning the match for first place left-handed in the senior category. And he beat Arif in the finals. Now, some stuff happened or whatever, and I guess they took the medal away from Cody, and I think officially it went to Arif. But Cody knows Arif well. Like, they're friends, and he knows how he pulls and whatnot. And so, in regards to me having a match with Arif, I was like, hey, Cody's here. Let me talk to him about it. Like, get his opinion on me and Arif. Even though it's right-handed, they pulled left-handed. But Arif was the WAF champion right-handed as well. So we talked about it, and I respect Cody and I respect his opinion. All right, it's Derek Lifetime again. What's going on, Nords? Thanks for joining up. But I respect Cody's opinion. Obviously, dude's been around for a long time and has flown around and done some amazing things in the sport. And he said, I'm not trying to offend you, Derek. He said, but Arif is on a crazy level. He says, I don't think it's going to be too close of a match. And I mean that means a lot. That opinion does mean a lot to me, for sure. And I mean, I know Arif would be the heavy favorite. I was just kind of wondering if I was going to be anywhere close enough to maybe slow him down or have anything for him, And Cody doesn't think I would, and that opinion means a lot, like I said. So that plus, I'm trying to get ready for this Tom Nelson thing, and I don't know. I want to just take some time to train up, and this event is coming up. I wouldn't have a lot of time to prep. I wouldn't really get much stronger, if at all, to go pull Arif. And yeah, I just don't. I don't think I'd be there right now. I don't think I'm at the right level. Although, like I said, my right arm felt good, but I didn't get to test it as deeply as I would have liked. And Cody's opinion, yeah, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna stay training for a few months and get bigger and more massive. And eventually, I'll go out there. They might do these Supermatch series again in a few months, and I might go out there and try it again, but or try it next time, but not this time. Not this time. I want to get stronger and take some time. Here for the beer chug. No beer chug today. Wait. I don't even have... Do I have a beer in the fridge? I think I do. But no beer chugs today. Nord says, I saw you bring home some hardware and cash from Nevada. Yeet? Yeah, $250 in cash. And some medals, some bronze medals that... I have a drawer where I put the medals that aren't gold. And they're in the drawer for future. Burgoyne's Beer Barrel. Derek is going to shotgun 2 beers at once. Nah, I'm not in a competition with Evan Burgoyne about who can drink more. At no point did I ever claim to be able to drink more or faster or anything like that than Evan. Evan is a veteran beer drinker. He has many, many more beers down than I do, for sure, and I'm not even in competition with that man. So the Evan messaged me after the last beer chug thing, and he was kind of talking shit. I said, dude, I'm not trying to take your place. You are the beer chugging champion for sure. I would love to chug some beers with you, but I had no way claim that I could out chug Evan Burgoyne. But I did pass Evan in the left-handed rankings. I messaged him talking shit last night, just fucking with him, because I like this lefty stuff. I don't know, it's weird. Did you catch Matt with Hermes on Ray's show? No, today I've been sleeping like a log. Trying, because of how taxed I am. I'm just passing out, sleeping in way too long. And then I got my daughter from school and I was hanging out with her, and I haven't sat and watched anything yet today. So, yeah, not yet. Ivan says anabolic French toast. Okay. Nord's Dark Lord, sorry. I'll chug a juice box to make up for it. Thanks, Nords. Post a video you chugging the juice box, man. And I saw someone from Discord at Hawthorne. So a guy named Agent Squish. He came up and introduced himself to me, and it was awesome seeing one of the guys from Discord in person, and we talked for a little bit about training and stuff. Love when I get to see any of you guys in person. Please come up and introduce yourself to me. Yeah, for sure. I would love to talk to you guys. Burgoyne's Beer Belly. What if you get $500 worth of Super Chats? Yeah. I get $500 worth of Super Chats, I'll chug a beer. 2 beers? Oh, I'll throw up. But... shit, $500? Yep, I'm in. Every man has his price. I'm not going to act like I'm elitist. And yeah, I get $500 in Super Chats. Beers are getting chugged. Vincent Reyes, can't get drunk on YouTube or they will take down the channel. Exactly. And there was just water in that can I had last time anyway. Yeah, Evan's a beast. Do you have a Discord? Yes, Path of the Healing Heart. There is a Discord there's 2 Discord servers for arm wrestling. I started one of them, and there's another one called Polar Public. The one I started is just called Arm Wrestling. It's the Arm Wrestling Discord. Daniel Yerk, please post a link to the Discord in the chat. Or, sorry, Philip is in here. I didn't know Phil was in here. Phil, Pizza Phil in the chat, you guys. I know everybody loves Phil. There he is. Arm Warrior says, hey, Derek, do you own your own house or are you renting? I'm renting. Daniel Yerk says, what I missed, got a phone call. I don't know, Daniel. I don't know how long your phone call was going on for. I was just practicing chopping down trees and shit. Those of you guys who don't know, Daniel is a tree faller. Daniel, why tree faller? Why is it not tree cutter downer or chopper downer? I know you guys are wondering why is it not lumberjack, and Daniel already explained the difference between lumberjack and a tree faller to me. I guess lumberjacks, there's more involved in it than just cutting down the trees. Like you have to stay with it and help it get milled and stuff like that. Timber faller, not tree faller. Can't even use the word tree. Timber faller. Yeah, you're gonna have to clarify all this to me. Give us a garage tour, D. I've done that before, but you guys want another garage tour? I've kind of shown around what I got. Although I think I'm gonna make an improvement to the gym pretty soon. Although I don't even work out in here. I go to an actual gym and work out. If during COVID or some crazy shit happens, I'll work out in here in like a pinch because I have everything. I have all the necessities here that I need to keep working out. But I like going to a gym. For me, everybody's different. For me, when I get my fat ass up out of the chair and I actually drive to the gym, then I put in more work. I'm much more motivated because I'm there, and it's time to go to work. It's like going into the job site, And when I'm here, I'll put the work in a little bit, but I'm barefooted. I can just stop whenever. My bed is 10 feet away. I can never keep it up when I'm here. It's always been hard. A lot harder here. So I like going to a gym. For me, just how my brain works, more motivated that way. And speaking of gyms, tomorrow I'm starting back to training and lifting. Like I said, I'm not beat too physically from the tournament. So tomorrow we'll start up. I think I'm going to take another month off the table. So I think I'm going to hit back in the gym like I did that month before Michael Todd's practice. And I think I'm going to just kill it out for a month. No table time. Keep the arms fresh. And we'll see how big and massive I can get. Hopefully, I'll put on another 10 to 15 pounds of muscle. But I'm gonna step up the cardio a little bit and try to keep some of the fat down. So hopefully, I don't have a heart attack anytime soon. But yeah, it went really good. That month I took off from the table, I made so many gains. So it's everywhere. Every number skyrocketed. Even the way I looked, everybody's like, "Dude, you're looking crazy." All that happened in 1 month. One more month of that. Let's see what happens. I know you'll start getting diminished returns, but I imagine even 1 more month, it won't be that. It'll still be a lot, right? So I'm excited to hit it and see where that goes and feel good for a month of just no arm pain and just really focus on the muscles that carry over to arm wrestling and just getting those stronger and feeling good while doing it. And then we'll go back to the table. So I'm going to have to do that regardless. To prepare for my match with Tom Nelson, I'm going to have to get bigger and stronger anyway. Although I did hear from some people, I'm not going to say who, some people came up to me at this tournament and they were like, wow, you have a match with Tom Nelson? I didn't know. Wow, Derek, you're going to walk through Tom Nelson. That's what people said. Now, I'm not saying that's what I believe or anything like that, but some people came up to me and said that, oh, it's not even going to be a match and you're going to destroy Tom. And I was like, I will in no way assume that is true. I will assume he's going to be the strongest dude I've ever arm wrestled in my entire life. And that's what I'm assuming. So I'm going into that match. I hope that I'm going to go into the match with Tom Nelson and just walk through him. That's what I hope happens, of course. I hope that I'm just such a monster by then it's not even close. But I'm going to assume that he's just some kind of monster that couldn't predict. Some questions came in here. Have you seen The Wrath of Man? No. Jovan Maya says, cool. IO1N says, my favorite gamer arm wrestler. What's going on, man? Thanks for joining up. I appreciate you coming in, hanging out with Shredded Cheese over here. Nord's Dark Lord, I'm so glad I have a home gym through this global zombie apocalypse BS. I know, right? Give us a tour of the strip club you work at. I can't film in the strip club. I'm at Discord sometimes if there's slow or something like that, but I'm not allowed to film or take pictures in the strip club. Sadly for you guys, it's kind of against the rules and law and stuff like that. So, Jovan Maya says, nice. Clerks 93, Planet Fitness. No, I don't go to Planet Fitness. They have that lunk alarm thing where if you're grunting, then they get mad at you. Ooh, Super Chat came in. First Super Chat of the day for the Beer Chugging Fund. $5 or €5 Super Chat from Burgoyne's Beer Belly. Thank you, man. I appreciate the first Super Chat of the night, man. You popped the cherry for the night. Thank you. I appreciate you getting in here and doing that. Nord's Dark Lord says, Derek, I put you on my diet. Get you to 400 pounds quick. Dude, I don't need any help gaining weight. I will get to dude, if you guys, no joke, if right now I decided I want to get to 400 pounds, I guarantee I'm I weighed in this weekend at 357 when I was fully dressed with everything in my pockets, 357. If I wanted to get to 400 pounds, no joke, I think I could do it in about 3 3.5 to 4 months, I could get to 400 pounds of disgusting fat and just. But so getting there with muscle and without being just huge, like as far as fat goes, it takes a little more effort. Getting there with lean muscle takes a lot more effort. So I'm not really obsessed on the number of my weight, the actual number. I'm obsessed with being as strong as I can and not dying within a couple of months and being really strong and not dying and being strong. That's what I care about. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'm not obsessed on the actual number. I mean, when you get this heavy, like what I'm gonna trip over like 40 pounds, 30 pounds, like I'm 300 and almost 60 pounds, dude. I'm not gonna freak out over a 30-pound swing. I just want to not die and be really strong. Vincent Ray says, who's left is stronger, Alex Topperl or Schoolboy? Last time I asked that question, Alex Topperl said he was stronger, but that was years ago. But Alex is really big right now. He's the biggest I've ever seen him, like 230. He was in the 230 class. So maybe that's still true. I know Schoolboy was young and up and coming and stuff like that, but maybe Alex can still get him lefty. Because I know he used to get him. So maybe. Arm Warrior, Derek, please take the progenitor virus that will make you massive. Whoa. Nah, man. Nah, miss me with all that. Miss me with taking viruses and shit. Canadian Chihuahua, do you eat pancakes? LOL. No. When I eat breakfast, if I eat breakfast, I'm like an eggs and bacon type dude. Not huge, not super big on pancakes and French toast and shit like that, and waffles and stuff. I'm more into the proteins and whatnot. But I like pancakes. I just don't really eat that ever. But I like peanut butter in my pancakes. It's so much better. If you guys haven't had peanut butter in your pancakes, what are you doing? Try it. Peanut butter and then some syrup on top of there for sure. Grunt alarm, LOL, I didn't know that. You look good at 350. Oh, thanks, Path. I appreciate you, man. Nord's Dark Lord says, you're looking a bit lean, bro. Need more bacon and mayo. Ooh, man, bacon and mayo. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. I think one more month. Watch. Remember this. Someone clip this shit. In 1 month, I'm going to look much more impressive. I think so. I mean, I made a ton of gains that 1 month. I mean, like, even, like, aesthetically, like, just the way I look and everything. Everybody at work and everybody's just like, holy shit. And that was only 1 month of hardcore lifting and and eating and all that shit, So, yeah. Let's see. Hey, I'm 430 or so, 50 years old and not dead yet. There you go. Good, Nords. Stay kicking. I'm obviously got to worry about it, Tim Charles, dude, 357 is plenty to be proud of. I am 170 soaking wet. I would kill to be 357. No. Dude, don't kill to be 357. I mean, you would die to be 357. Bro, please have a good leg day because arm wrestlers have chicken legs. Yeah, it's just like returns. Like, where am I putting my energy? And leg day, it's not. There's definitely arguments that legs can help. But am I going to not do some arm wrestling workouts for a leg day? Should I stop working on my arms for legs? How big is the return? What am I going to give up for that? And how much energy is my body going to put into healing my legs when it could be putting energy into healing my arms, which have arms and upper body, which has a big carryover. That's kind of how I view the leg thing. Let's see. You and Ryan are both live. Oh, from Doug. I did not know that. So I was asking. That's Daniel Urick's fault. Everybody yell at Daniel Urick. I asked him last night because he's pretty up to date on all the live channels, and I know I can't keep up with all who's going live. And I asked him who's live tomorrow around 6, and he said nobody. And I said, all right, then I'm gonna go live tomorrow around 6, recap the tournament, hang out with you guys for a little bit, and now Ryan Bowen is live. That's the world we live in, man. I can't control. I don't know. I just try to keep track of the people that go live. I didn't know Ryan has a live thing he was doing on Monday nights. I'm sorry for having you guys decide between me and Ryan Bowen. But if it helps, I'll crush Ryan Bowen. I love Ryan. Actually, last time we talked, we both said, like, next time we see each other, we're going to arm wrestle for sure. I don't know if it's anything serious or not, but he definitely wants to pull. So, and I'm down. Have you seen Delusional Ryan Bowen series? I've seen the first 2. Yeah. Nord's Dark Lord says, Tim, hit me up. I adjusted your diet. You gain weight fast as long as you're training. Tim Charles says, thumbs up. Coach Ray's Cat Dealer, what's your power build during the summer? some weird questions about my housing situation and my bills. Um, I don't think it got over like because my house is pretty small. I have a roommate. It's like a 2 bedroom, 1 bath, tiny ass little house. And I think I don't what was the heaviest. The electric bill got like $300 or so. Not a big deal. I live in Southern California. The AC will stay running. Like I don't. It's worth it. I always yeah, worth it. I gotta stay cool. Gotta stay cool. My big ass gets hot real quick. Arm Warrior, you're too nice for a bouncer, bro. I can turn it on. I can turn it off. I mean, there's a tournament. There's proof of that. There'll be videos coming out where you'll see more because the footage I have was me streaming it and the footage. So the streaming video that I put at the tournament was not a really good angle. I am so excited to see the footage from like a 4K 60 FPS badass camera of how crazy I got at that tournament. Because there was Arm Wrestling TV, there was Arm Tube, and there was Polar Magazine. We're all recording it, and Ed Bedrosian was taking nonstop pictures. He's like a photographer, so there's gonna be some badass clips and footage coming out. I can't wait to see, dude. I was beat red and screaming. It doesn't do it justice with the live stream. I can't wait to see the footage of it. So it's gonna be pretty cool. Um, let's see. Where we at? Um, too nice to be a bouncer. Not too nice to be a bouncer. I've been a bouncer for 15 years. I can tell you've been working on your adenoids. They're huge, bro. Adenoids? Your frame can pack a lot of muscle. That's what I'm saying. I have the frame of like Brian Shaw and like half the world. I'm 6'8" and I'm wide, so I can pack on a lot of muscle. So I mean, I don't need, but I don't touch my lower body that too much. So I shouldn't need to go over 400. I don't think I would need to. I know this topic, but who wins, Prime Mike Tyson or Canelo Alvarez? Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson would destroy Canelo Alvarez, in my opinion. And I am not the boxing aficionado, as maybe some of you are. Some of you guys maybe are professional boxers. I don't even know, but I'd have to say that Canelo, like Tyson, would be up in it. He'd be up in it, and his shots would be so powerful. I don't think Canelo could handle the amount of power that would come out of that. I think that's just me. That's boxing. This is an arm wrestling channel. Sorry. Let's see. Where are we at? Yeah, probably nicest bouncer ever. I don't smile as much at work. Nord's Dark Lord, leg day when you train the muscle groups even a bit, it's good for the entire body. I know the lower body arguments and release testosterone, and it's good for training your CNS, and it's all chain. I know all the arguments for it, but yeah, I've done okay without it. There, Daniel Yerk, Ryan doesn't go on Monday night. It was random. Oh, okay, Daniel, you're off the hook then. You're off the hook. We ain't going nowhere, bro. Says IO1N. Thanks, man. I appreciate you hanging out hardcore. Nord's Dark Lord. Hey, is Abe Lincoln going to be in Dubai? Dude, it was a trip. When I first saw Abe Lincoln in the crowd, I took a double take, dude. I was like, oh my God. Because it was real. Like, that's just like real facial hair and stuff, that guy. And so I guess that guy's just life is just go around, imitating Abe Lincoln. Wild. That's just his thing. That's what he does. Have you been in contact with Vitali and the Hulk? What is the update for you guys meeting up in Dubai and or Istanbul? No. You know what? I need to reach out. Those are my boys. Those are my boys. I gotta reach out to them and see what they've been doing. Me and Vitaly have talked a little bit since Dubai, but honestly, I haven't talked to Levon at all. So I should reach out to him, see what he's doing. But Levon did say, come to Georgia, Derek, and I would love to. That sounds like a fucking adventure. Because I don't know what I would do in Georgia. But if you guys want to see Derek Does Georgia, like, man, maybe is that gonna be our next project? Because the plan right now is just to get like massive and try to just start getting to the point where I could even compete with those guys. Like that's all I care about. I am so obsessed with Levon and like that strength level that that's all I care about. And everything else is on the way there. Like kind of, I mean, even my super match with Tom, everything is kind of just on my way there, right? I'm so obsessed with that level right now. Georgia, I don't know shit about Georgia in terms of being a tourist there. Levon's awesome, and I know he's fun, and I think we'd have a lot of fun together. I don't even know how would that trip go, huh? Dude, I think it'd be fun. I think I can make him laugh. Of course, you guys know I'm down to have a good time. I think I can make it entertaining. Maybe, dude, that would be sick. That would be sick. Maybe go to Georgia, right? I mean, I'm not afraid to travel at all. I don't know. So maybe that's what we do. Nord Zarklord, I heard that Washington was training. Heard George Washington was training also. Doug Moody says, love it. Tim Charles, yeah, you would crush him. I don't remember I don't know who you're talking about. Sorry. Legs of the foundation, squats at least. I know. I get it, guys. I get it. Yeah. um, Abe Lincoln beat Ron Bath. Well, they were born in the same year, so I mean, it makes sense, that they would be a close match. Oh, just kidding, Ron. I love you to death. The G Brown 86. When did you get the A&W sponsorship channel name changed? No, it's not A&W, dude. You guys, and I know there's 60 people in here, and I know there's gonna be some light bulbs that are about to go off. I know it seems common sense for a lot of people, but for a few people, a light bulb is about to pop. And if you're one of those people, shame on you. AW stands for arm wrestling. Arm wrestling Derek. AW Derek. And no one's gonna admit it, but I know a few of you were like, oh God, I'm so dumb. I know a few people did that just now. So yeah, because I have a lot of people in my real life that say that shit all the time. Well, AW, what is that? Derek, arm wrestling, because that's what I do. Let's see. Lots of questions about Derek's financial situation. I know. AC, life for us fat guys. It's true. Ed Bedrosian, what up? Ed Bedrosian is in here. Ed is the man. He's an arm wrestler in Southern California, and he's also a photographer who does amazing photos of all these arm wrestling tournaments and stuff. Ed, I'm trying to find a way for people to plug your. How do we get these guys to see your stuff? A link. I need one of my moderators in here to find a way to get a link of Ed Bedrosian's content and the stuff he does and post it in the chat, please. Ed's awesome, great dude, and badass little arm wrestler. Is getting a little win here and there. Let's see Ed showing up at practice, and it came back. Wait, can you guys see me? Is the stream back on? Please tell me the stream is back on. Give me a 1 if the stream is going still. Give me a 1 if the stream is going still. If you guys can see me right now, put a 1 in the chat. And I'm about to be happy. Yes. Dude, I cannot stress to you guys enough. People keep calling me, and I put on Do Not Disturb. I go on just Wi-Fi, and people still are finding ways to get their phone calls through to me, and it freezes my entire thing. And 90% of the time, I have to restart the entire video for you guys and the entire stream. People are calling me, and I just can't. I don't know how to stop it. I don't know how to stop it. And the person that just called me was Cody Merritt, and I just hung up on him. Guys, I can't I'm so Cody, if you're watching, I'm sorry, but I love you to death. I just in the middle of a stream. Yeah, dude, I can't block everyone, and I it's getting to the point where I text people in my real life, people that call me the most, and I say, don't call me for the next 20 minutes or the next 2 hours. Sorry, I'm so sorry, guys. I missed a bunch of questions. Let me get back. Sorry, I was just stressing out just now because I thought the whole stream went down again because he called me. Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna go fast. You guys know I know how to go fast. So I'm gonna go fast here in the chat, run through some of these, so I think I can get caught back up. Brian Shaw, maybe the biggest athlete ever seen. Yeah, maybe. Smith versus Bresnan. We've already done that match. Bresnan beat me 3-0, but that was 3 years ago. I'd love to find out again. The Big Larrett Show says, hey, it's me, fans. What's going on? Mike Tyson was way too big for Canelo. I agree. Not even the same weight class. Yeah, different Tyson and Canelo. Tyson's way bigger. What up, clerics? Tyson hits a 1,200 lbs pounds. Oh, hits at 1,200 pounds. Yeah, maybe. How come everyone blocked the Jason Ganova? That guy was going crazy. Mike Tyson all day. I agree. What up, Daniel? Derek, are you worried about your upper body will get so massive your legs will snap in half if you don't work them out? No, my legs are actually really thick because I played college basketball. So my whole first part of my life was me doing legs for basketball 24/7. So that's why I have massive calves and thick thighs because I have short legs as well. Levon ate his PC. Maybe. Can you be a professional arm wrestler with small hands? Yes. You just have to not arm wrestle in a style where you need big hands. You know what I mean? Don't arm wrestle in a style where you need to hold on to people and you're all fingers and grabby. Find a way to be offensive and get really good in the straps. Arm Warrior, Coach Ray, and Bowen are scammers. Maybe. I don't know about that. The Big Larrett Show says, Janoy legit just want to make people laugh. Just a little gag, bro. Just for fun. It's funny. Okay. 100% Georgia. Derek got a thick pair of gams at Coach Ray's cat dealer. They will be training for top 8 now. Igor confirms the first stage. They will be training for top 8 now. Oh, you're talking about Levon and Vitaly. Cool. My boy Derek, what's up? Ill Shots, thanks for joining up, man. I wonder how much Levon can cheat curl. Probably a ton. He has videos of him doing it. It's a lot. Coach Ray blocked the Jason Genova arm wrestling and is a pinworm. Oh, the Big Larry Show. Are you just going to keep talking about Jason Genova the whole time? That's weird. Tim Charles, you're going to get there, no doubt. Thanks, Tim. Dennis Smith says, "What's up, Derek? What's going on, Dennis?" Vincent Reyes, Canelo can take some serious punches, though. He has never been knocked out. If anyone could beat Mike, it's Canelo, bro. Maybe. I'm not a boxing guy. Like I said, gave my amateur opinion. Arm Warrior says, arm wrestling in East is real arm wrestling. There's real arm wrestling everywhere. You might have a dispute with the leagues, but you can't really hate on arm wrestlers. I mean, I've traveled over there. I mean, there's American arm wrestlers that have done really well over in the East as well. So there's real arm wrestling everywhere. It's just there are some leagues that have some weird rules for sure, but still arm wrestling. You still got to pin the dude. I was talking about Ryan Bowen. Oh, shit. Oh, no, I got way up. Okay, so this is perfect. This is where I want to get to the part where I was asking people about the AW thing. Okay. All right. No way. Derek, did you talk to Vitaly Ledin? I told you. Oh, did you talk to Vitaly Ledin about his top roll training when you were with him? Some takeaways from his training? No, you know what? Actually, I asked Vitaly about training, and I said, hey, man, send me some of your training information, like what you do and your reps and sets and shit like that. And he said, okay, I'm a little busy right now. Message me again, and I'll send you the my training like layout, my programming. And I forgot to message him again about it. So I need to follow up with Vitaly, and I kind of wonder, I do like to hear, I mean, I have a good grasp. I've spent 11 years trying to learn about people's like training regimens and taking all the top guys' information and putting it together and piecing together a training regimen for myself and for people I coach. I have a good grasp on it, but I'm still always very interested in learning about how other people do it and seeing if they maybe found some angle that I didn't see or some new style or approach. So I'm definitely interested in hearing about Vitaly's and Levon's and everybody and about how they do it. But I have a feeling it's not going to be anything like too wild, aside from what other people are doing. But I still want to know about it. Comics Entertainment Studio. Why don't you grow that beard like Michael Todd? My facial hair grows very white, trashy, and disgusting. I'm not proud of it at all. Most of this is out of laziness and hiding a double chin. That's why that's there. And it's just weird if I shave this and I just have this. I don't know. I'm trying to figure this out. I just know that I have the biggest double chin and I'm the fattest I've ever been in my life right now. And this hides it a little bit. That's the only thing I know. And it's easy to be lazy. Just let this grow. Sorry, I was one of the guys that started A&W, Derek. My bad. Jay Gilbert says, is it arm wrestling or arm wrestling? Arm wrestling. The G Brown 86, no. How did you even think that up? Wow, right over the old noggin jeepers. You're messing with me. You're trolling me. Pet Smart or Pet Smart? Pet Smart. Right? Oh my God. Yeah, it's Pet Smart. Paper or plastic. Okay, so I'm back. I'm catching up now. I'm almost there. Answer that question. Paul Birkenpaw says, thank you for streaming the matches. You did great and can't wait for your next tournament. Thanks, man. Thanks for saying thanks. So next tournament, there is a tournament in Arizona on August 6th and 7th. And I'm thinking about taking, I don't know all the details yet. It's a UAL event. Bill Collins is putting it on. But I'm thinking about having the team go out there. August 6th and 7th, I gave like a soft announcement to the team that, hey, I'm going to look into this event, but this might be the next event we all travel to. So you might see me out there with a bunch of my dudes. If I go to that event on August 6th and 7th in Arizona, I will be pulling only with the left hand because I have that big right-handed super match coming up with Tom Nelson. It's in Phoenix. Big right-handed match coming up with Tom Nelson on the following month, September 4th, right? So I'm not going to risk hurting myself or anything like that a month out. So left-handed, I'll be pulling in Arizona. Right now, that's the plan, August 6th and 7th is the plan for competition. And then I'll take the whole squad out there. So we'll have like 20 of my guys out there repping hard, repping real hard. So yeah, get a stream phone, huh? I have another iPhone just sitting in there. It connects to Wi-Fi. Fuck. Why am I so dumb? Why is Jay Gilbert so smart, and why am I so dumb? It's an iPhone 7. Will that affect anything if I stream on an iPhone 7? Anyway, dude, yeah, I didn't think of that. Arm Warrior, people can be a-holes sometimes. Just take your SIM out. I know, huh? Get a separate phone just for streams. Phil, yep, look at everybody being smarter than me. Why is everyone blocking? Dude, why are you so obsessed with him? It's you, huh? It's you on a different chair, on a different name? That's, yeah. All right, the Big Larry Show. You mentioned that guy one more time, you're out. It's kind of because I feel like you're him, and you're like spamming for him. It's weird. Paul Birkenpaw says, I think we'll see another patented Michael Todd arm break versus Devin. Arm break? No. No? That would be crazy. That's like the last thing I would expect in that match. I mean, the angles and stuff, if there was an arm break, I feel in that match, it would be like a freak arm break. Like, it would be his elbow snap. It wouldn't be like the normal humorous one. But that would be a trip. I would not expect it. If it happened, I would be very shocked. Let's see. Manipause, I think John Brzezinski curled like 500. Nord's Dark Lord, could you imagine Derek as a boxer? Sheesh, massive reach. Dude, I'm so slow. Ugh, I hate punching people, man. I do it at work every once in a while, and it sucks. Hurts my arm. I hate doing it. I'm not a boxer. I'm too slow. I got long reach, but my arms are too big and heavy and massive now. I grab people. That's what I do when I have to fight. Igor trying to be godfather of global arm wrestling. Yeah, he's been trying that for a while, though. Top Troll King. What is all this leg day talk about, LOL? I know exactly, right? Okay. Moderators, if the Big Larry Show mentions that channel again, please get rid of him. Nord's Dark Lord says, what arm wrestler today is most like the late, great Mr. Clevedine? What arm wrestler today is most like the late, great Clevedine? That's, dude, one of the biggest regrets, I never met Cleve, and it sucks, dude. That was someone I really wanted to meet. I like meeting big, super heavyweights and stuff, and he's like a legend, and it's someone I never came across, and we never got to talk. So, a big regret of mine, and I never got to arm wrestle with him, obviously. So, I don't know his style enough to do that, to give a good opinion on where he should be at, or who arm wrestles like him. So, yeah, I don't know. Unless you're just talking about like physically, like who is the heaviest guy? Was that what you're talking about? Like Cleve? Am I the heaviest? No, of guys that are a good level, am I the heaviest? No, Levon's like 400, right? Levon's heavier than me. Yeah. So, no, I'm not. So, Levon, I guess. He's the heaviest guy physically. Yeah, sorry. Let's see. Could you defeat Prime Saplenkov? No, not right now. But where I plan to get, yes. Once I reach where I plan to go, then yes, I would have been able to beat Prime Saplenkov. That would be my answer for the future. But not current Derek, no. And not any previous version of Derek, no. Arm Warrior, North American arm wrestlers are slow. You agree? Most North American arm wrestlers arm wrestle slower. Yes, I would agree with that opinion. Most, not all. We have some that are very fast. But I think your general North American arm wrestler versus your general European arm wrestler, the speed, there is a speed difference. I think generally North American arm wrestlers are slower. Yes, I would agree with that. EP says, you should learn Russian and not tell anyone so you can listen in on all the stuff in a match. Yeah, I should. You're fucking right, I should. Nord's Dark Lord, the tourney stream was cool. Some great matches. Thanks. We're in Arizona. Like I said, it would be in Phoenix. J-Web Fitness in here. That's my teammate right there, Justin Webb Fitness. He has a YouTube channel. Can you please plug Justin's YouTube channel if he still has it up? He also streams gaming sometimes. And he used to bring cookies to practice, and he doesn't bring cookies anymore. I remember that, Justin. You going to come to King of Florida in August, maybe pull against Chance Shaw? He actually asked today. So I've been ranked left-handed for one day. And I already had two people hit me up about potentially having a super match left-handed. Everybody wants this ranking because now that I'm ranked ninth in the United States, people on this side of the country, it's hard to find people that are ranked on this side of the country. Most ranked pollers are on the East Coast. It's way more active, and somehow the rankings got over there. And so now it's hard to come across people that are ranking. It's not as common, when the rankings, the people are more clustered. And so now that I'm over here, left-handed West Coast guys are going to be looking at me, trying to take this ninth place ranking, and other people that are trying to get ranked are going to start messaging me. So it's kind of funny. It comes with the territory. I told Chance, I was like, look what you did. Now that you made me ranked, now people will rip my arm off. But like I said, if you want this left arm, Phoenix, August 6th, 7th, I'll put it on the table in that tournament, and you guys can take it. Feel free to try to take the left ranking from me in Phoenix on August 6th, 7th. Mosier is pretty quick from Clerk 93. Yeah, that is definitely one of the people I was thinking of. Dan Mosier is very fast. He's very fast even over there, even in Zloty, even traveling. Dan Mosier is very fast. You could talk about Oleg and stuff like that. And you could say, well, he's from the Ukraine, but we claim him. He's fast. And we definitely have other guys that are fast for sure. Jamie Sheldon can be super fast. Corey Miller's super fast. Luke Kent is a fast pole. We have fast guys for sure that are American. Armor says pretty quick in bed might be. That's true, but as long as I'm getting it in. Anyway, Yukon Jack 92 says August 6th and 7th is a Friday, Saturday. Sounds like it. Yes, I believe so. Usually it is. Levon Gasparini says, nah, iPhone 7 actually good enough to stream. Oh, cool. What's Mega Mike's rank now, says JWeb Fitness. Nothing. Like I said earlier, so Mike got a win on the people he beat right-handed. None of them were ranked right-handed. Like I said, the righty super heavyweights that are ranked are all like on the East Coast. There's like none over here. Yeah. Let's see. Who's the nearest right-handed ranked super heavyweight? The nearest one to me. I'm interested in that. If someone looked that up, you guys go to In the Hook rankings on Facebook. Search in space hook space rankings and search that out. It's a group. It's an arm wrestling group thing. It's public, and then the rankings will be on the title. Hit see more. It'll open it up, and those rankings. That's the top 20 in North America in all the weight classes. You guys get a chance. Look it up. I don't think there's anybody on the West Coast right-handed super heavyweights. Off the top of my head, I don't think there's anyone around here in supers. That's what I'm saying. So in order for Mike or me to find those guys, we have to travel. We have to fly. You can't just go to a local tournament and find a ranked guy in this area, right-handed in super heavyweights. It kind of sucks. So, yeah. So Mike's not ranked, and neither am I, and neither is Cody Merritt, who's definitely should be ranked for sure. He's definitely strong enough to be ranked right-handed, but he's not either. Wagner versus Michael Todd, broken arm for Michael Todd. Same as Neil Pickup versus Michael Todd, broken Michael Todd arm. Devin is bringing the power, it seems. I guess if you want to look at it that way, maybe Mike could get hurt, but I just don't think angles-wise it'll happen. I would be really shocked. Vincent Ray says, if Thor and Tyson Fury can fight, so can you, bro. No excuses. That's true. Has anyone heard anything about Mr. Lupkeys? Is he doing well? I also would like to hear about that. I have not heard anything about Mr. Lupkeys, and I hope Richard is doing well. You guys, Richard is the scariest man I've ever met in person and the nicest man I think I've ever met in person. Richard is a great dude, and I really hope he's doing well. He's a legend of the sport, and guys, he's so nice. It's like crazy. He's just like, hey, Derek, how you doing? How is everything? Like, how's the family? He is one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet, Richard Lupkeys, and the scariest human physically that I think I've ever met, ever. So yeah, Michael Edwards says Vitaly has been putting on weight as well. I wonder what he's weighing right now. Paul Birkenpass says, what happened to Lupkeys? He got sick and COVID, I believe. COVID. I don't know all the details. Penumbra says, have you seen Artem's interview on Leo's channel? He spoke about the nasty things Igor said about Berzink and other Americans. No, I don't. I don't believe Artem is a big fan of any of those guys, but I have not seen that or heard about the things that he has said. Mr. Lepke is ill, COVID-related issue, very ill. Yeah. Pinworm Bowen says, damn, you guys are going hard on the Sith Lord's piss troopers. Damn. Stoic Warrior says, Ryan Espy is a heavy man. Yeah, I wonder how heavy Ryan is. He's pretty heavy. Phil tagged Justin Webb Fitness's YouTube channel. You guys check that out. Justin says he'll bring some soon. Hey, Justin, bring me some cookies. I don't care about everybody else. Can you bring me my own tray? I'll pay you. Bring me some of those, the chocolate toffee ones. Those things are good. Or like some kind of chocolate peanut butter or something. Bring that, and I'll pay you for them. Arm Warrior says, love you, man. More power to you. Thanks, Arm Warrior. Nord's Dark Lord says, hey, Mega Mike is impressive as fuck. I agree. That is my boy. And there's, if you guys don't know, I don't know how active you guys have been following arm wrestling. Back in the day, there was a guy named Jeremy Patrincio. Now, he was one of, if not the top super heavyweight in Southern California. Used to beat my ass all the time. Good buddy of mine. He ended up moving to the East Coast. He moved all around the United States. And my buddy is returning. It's not 100% confirmed, but it seems like 80% confirmed that he will be moving back to Southern California, and he'll be within driving distance of my team. Now, Jeremy Patrincio is a monster right-handed super heavyweight. He hits really fast, and his angles are really unorthodox. So it'll be me, Mega Mike, and Jeremy Patrincio all on the same team, hopefully training well together. So, dude, he is a powerhouse. Jeremy is an absolute monster. Excited. That might just even up the level of the team and the super heavyweights even more. And the level of super heavyweights in Southern California seems to be climbing. So I'm excited about that. Larry Sagnas-Feely says, you look really good out there, bro. Thank you so much. Jamie Sheldon, August event will be lit. I agree. Oleg, Jamie says, I want to adopt Oleg. Oleg is so fast, guys. He is the future of the lightweight class, especially over here like on the West Coast. And it doesn't mean Jamie's out. I'm really excited to see that matchup with them in the future. But Oleg, man, he has so much potential. That guy's coming up. He's so fast and such a great dude. Nothing but positive things to say about Oleg. If you guys don't know who Oleg Mosias, follow him. Follow him and track his progress for sure. Jamie Sheldon might be fast in losing, says Arm Warrior. Damn, that's fucked up. Don't talk shit about my boy. But I'm sure Jamie's laughing at that. Philip says, be nice. Arm Warrior, sorry, he is a legend. Kazim McNamura says, Richard is awesome and he has a great spirit. Yes, he does. Merritt versus SB left. That would be a cool match. I have been in the talks, just you guys, and this is going nowhere. Like, there's no steps that have been taken towards this, really, besides me just kind of talking to Chance about it. How cool would it be to see Cody Merritt, who's currently ranked #1 lefty in North America, against Devin Larratt? I think that match would be cool. I know there's other people ranked higher than Devin, but Cody's #1, and everybody loves to see Devin, and Devin's left is strong. And I know, obviously, Devin would love to be ranked #1 in North America. I have no reason why he wouldn't want to be. And actually, Chance messaged Cody and them today, and I think he messaged Devin, saying, like, would you guys be interested in the match? And they kind of both said, yeah. So there's a ton of details that have to be worked out, for sure. That would be interesting. I mean, Cody's a beast left-handed, and Devin's Devin, but Devin has been saying his left is feeling really good. Interesting, right? How tall is Richard Lepke's? I think he's about 6'4"-ish, 6'4", 6'5". No, Richard is taller than 6 foot. He's definitely taller than 6 foot. He is tall. How much can Richard Lepke's curl? Insane amount. I don't know. All of it. He curls all of it. Alien Schmalian says, Derek, I know you probably talked about this already, but are there many things you learned and would do different from that tournament? I did talk about it already, but I will touch on that again real fast. Things I learned from the tournament. Physically, about me. I'm assuming you're meaning about me and my pulling style, or like things I took away from the tournament. I need to get stronger in a hook. I should be able to blast through everybody, including my teammate, even in a weird style that's good for him, in his power. So I want to get stronger in a hook. That's a takeaway. I wish I would have tested the top roll as well, because like I see myself as someone that can top roll and hook, and they're at a pretty good level, similar level. But I wish I would have tested the top roll a little bit. I wish I got more matches right-handed, I guess is what I'm saying. Like, I wish I was able to arm wrestle right-handed more and tested it in all angles, and I wasn't able to. So that sucks. That's about it. I wish I would have done that more. Now, as far as learned, I don't know if I learned anything really new. off the top of my head. Oh, okay. I did learn something about caffeine and me and how I react a little bit to stuff. I've never taken pre-workout before a tournament. I always took the little 5-hour energy shots. And so I bought 2 of them for the tournament. And I ended up taking pre-workout because when I was at Michael Todd's house, I dry scooped 2 scoops of pre-workout. And I went, and that's when you guys see me pulling Mike. And I did good. I felt amazing. I was jumping around. I took Mike's hand and everything felt crazy. And I was like, man, that felt really good. I'm not a big pre-workout guy before arm wrestling. But it worked out. So at this one, I took I took a scoop and a half of pre-workout and a 5-hour energy. And then I went up there, and then later on, when things started dying down, I ended up taking another half scoop of pre-workout, like an hour later or so, hour and a half later, another half scoop pre-workout, and a half of a 5-hour energy. And I gave Mike the other half. So, but the pre-workout felt good. It did its job. I was hyped. I was jumping around. I hope I don't have a heart attack from doing that. Oh, that's a lot of caffeine. But it kept me feeling really good. So I guess I learned a little bit about caffeine and me. And yeah. So there you go. Joe Valentine, if you were to assemble a Frankenstein arm wrestler, how would you do it? Oh, that question, huh? That's a deep question. I'm just gonna go real fast on it. I'm not putting a lot of thought. I'll probably would have changed this answer. But Frankenstein arm wrestler, really quick. Jeff Dabe's hand size. Denis Saplenkov's forearm. Oleg Zok's bicep and connection. Or brachioradialis. Denis Saplenkov's bicep. John Brzezink's pronator. And then chest and this stuff. I mean, Denis Saplenkov was really complete, guys. I'd probably say Denis, like in shoulder and chest. Yeah, that's how I designed the right arm off the top of my head. There you go. Pronator is your pronator teres. I'm talking about the actual pronator muscles. Yeah, there you go. That's just a real quick answer. Sorry, I know you probably want more than that, but there you go. Pinworm Bohm says, sorry, I'm late in the chat. Manipause says, what was good about Vovoda? Vovoda was a pretty complete arm wrestler, and he was really strong in all of it. I never pulled him. I've met him once, but it seems like he had all the options, inside, outside, and at a really high level. His hand size wasn't insane when I met him. It was kind of average. Not small, not really big, just kind of average. But I think he was just a really complete arm wrestler and at a really high level. But then again, I never pulled him. I only saw videos of him pulling, and I met him once. And I got a picture with him. I drove out to Las Vegas. I drove 4 hours to get a picture. The whole point was for me to get a picture with him, and I got a picture with him. So I was hyped on that. Richard Lepke can curl 374.98 pounds from Yukon Jack 92. Let's see. Party arm. Yeah, it's a Nord's Dark Lord says. Yeah, party arm, Devin and Cody. I would love to see it. Based on what you know, how would you arm wrestle Mike now? I mean, with my Mega Mike. If we went back to the tournament, if I was dead set on beating Mike, the top roll is still a better option, and so I would probably go with that. How old is Mega Mike? Mega Mike is 39 years old. Could you beat Mike with a top roll? I believe so, but Mike beat me. Mike beat me, you guys. And I'm not taking anything away from my teammate. I went in as hard as I could on him, and he curled my wrist open, and he fucking beat me in a hook. 100%. Not ever will I ever take anything away from my boy Mike at all. He beat me 100%. So yeah, I don't want to get started in that conversation where it seems like I'm trying to take things away from him, because that is not the case. Sorry, there's some light. Yeah, I would never take anything away from Mike. What are your most notable wins? 0? Ooh, man, cold-blooded. I don't know. Just beat Ron Bath this weekend. There we go. Or I beat the 7th ranked guy this weekend. So there you go. Those ones are good. I beat Todd Hutchings before. I picked him up off the elbow pad. Armor chill, you hater troll. Yeah, he's not a hater. He's all right. Bro, I pre-workout before every practice. Love it, says Justin. I know I need to learn that. Norwood's Dark Lord, I ate 3 bacon double cheeseburgers and cookies before workout. Oh, sounds so good. I went to the store today and I bought tuna helper. I'm excited. I love tuna helper, and I got broccoli, and I do double tuna. So I do, if it says 2 cans, I do 4 cans. So I do I do 2 boxes. It's gonna be a massive thing. I'm probably gonna go in there in a minute and cook. When I'm done with you guys, I'll go in there and cook a ton of tuna, tuna helper. I love tuna helper. Lots of protein. I like tuna. Um, let's see. Nord's Dark Lord says pronator is the top roll muscle. Ooh, don't say that shit, because I feel like you pronate more in a hook than you do in a top roll. I feel like a pronator is more pertinent, and it has a bigger effect in a hook than it does in a top roll. I feel like a top roll is more about positioning and hitting certain angles. You generally don't grab deep into someone's palm and pronate through their cupping. It's you hit their fingertips and their angles, and then pronation shouldn't be that big of a driver if you hit the angles correctly in a top roll, right? In a hook, you're binded to the guy and you're pronating through his muscle. You're through his cupping and through the most pressure he can apply. So I believe that pronator is more effective and more widely used in a hook than in top rolling. Top rolling, it should just be like the cherry on top. The pronation part is after you bust their whole hand back and then you pronate. So it's not like you're not pronating through their cupping, right? So, yeah. So pronation, although pronation is more easily seen in a top roll because you see the guy's hand go backwards. But if you're doing it correctly, then you shouldn't be pronating through his palm. You should be going around his pressure, right? But it's just visually, it looks like it's more of a pronation-based move. So that's why everybody always says that. That's my opinion, though. Anyway, let's see. The perfect arm wrestler, Denis Saplenkov, dude. I don't know, and he's just like build-wise, physically. I mean, he doesn't have the longest hand. That's why I said Jeff Dabe, man. There you go. There's a hand that will cover everything. And if he could get Saplenkov's power inside with Jeff Dabe's hand size outside, dude, that's it. That's it. He wins. He wins arm wrestling. He has won the game of arm wrestling. Check it off the list. Go find something else to do in life at that point. If you had Jeff Dabe's hand size with Denis Saplenkov's inside pressure. That's it. Devin's forearm muscles. Devin's good. I would take Devin's endurance and Devin's brain if I was building a Frankenstein arm wrestler. Pronation is turning your palm down. Supination is turning your palm up. Yeah. What are your impressions of him? Impressions of who? Who's the guy that won the open class? He was intense. The open class. Super heavyweight, that was Cody Merritt. He won right and left-handed. What if Devin says, I'm way too strong, Michael, way too strong, and then pins him? Then that's what he says, and that's what he does. I don't know what do you mean, what if he does that? What if? What was the deal with Abe Lincoln? He was just there. He's just a street performer, and he was there. Craig D says third right and left hand is pretty good. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I wanted more better, obviously, more better. I wanted more better, obviously, but whatever. Pans out that way sometimes. Bro, Arm Warrior says, bro, you are the nice arm wrestler out there. Lord bless you in peace. Oh, Arm Warrior, man. Bless you. Bless you, my friend. Derek's Discord turned into an eating channel. If you guys catch me late at night on the voice chat inside the Discord, a lot of times I'm eating some insane meal. I've thought about recording the eat feats I do, but I don't know, man. It's pretty disgusting, and I don't really want to change the channel that far off arm wrestling. But I'm pretty sure I could have a sick following of competitive eaters and people like competitive eating. I could impress some people for sure. But then I'm like, how am I going to sit here and talk to you guys about strength and fitness and, and like trying to get strong and things like that and being an athlete, and then also on the same channel go eat 20 double cheeseburgers? Like, it doesn't go hand in hand on as far as the channel vibe. That's the only reason I haven't really pursued it, because I just feel like it looks like shit. It doesn't make any sense with me trying to compete as an athlete and then me eating a ton of shit food. So, but I can eat a ton of shit food. Sorry, let me catch up. I'm not too far caught up with the chat. Let me see. Bro, blah, 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 blah. Sorry. Yes, broccoli is so important source of vitamins, minerals, and fiber. I love broccoli. Ghost says sexy. Pinward Bowen. Derek is legit the most dedicated arm wrestler when it comes to his fans. Who else sits and lives with his and lives with his fans as much as Derek does? All respect to Derek. Thanks, Pinward. Pinworm Bowen. I appreciate it, man. I have fun talking to you guys, and I don't know. I want to stay relevant, in the YouTube thing, and you guys are awesome talking. You guys make me laugh, and I love talking about arm wrestling. And people get annoyed with me talking about arm wrestling all the time, and I'm like 11 years in, and I still talk about it 24/7. So I know I bother some people. Let's turn on. Okay, I got an idea. I'm plugging the phone. Boom, and I'm plugging in the ring light. You guys know the patented ring light I have here. Sorry. Let's get some light on this pretty face. Oh, there we go. Let's turn it down a little bit. See, you guys actually went out and bought like a cool light. There we go. A cool light just for you guys. Okay. Oh shit. Oh, there we are. Do you use protein? I mostly get my protein in my diet. When I do have protein, though, I get NatFit protein. Jamie Sheldon owns NatFit, the supplement company. Jamie's always looked out for me and hooked me up with proteins and all the supplements I can handle. And honestly, guys, no joke, not even just like pitching Jamie shit. I do take NatFit supplements like every day. Every day I take BCAAs and pre-workout. And he also has like mixed greens and stuff. I take that in a little, one of these, little water bottle. I grab one of these, I drink the top, get a little funnel, I put it in there. I have my multivitamins, my BCAAs, my pre-workout, everything in here in just one. I shoot it, and then if I need anything else, or if I'm not feeling bad, then I just take more stuff like that. So yes, but I'm not huge on protein right now because I'm eating so much meat and whatnot. So I'm getting a lot of it in my diet. So I don't have to supplement it a lot. Oh shit. Okay. How are you with the press technique in arm wrestles in AR? The one where Mike beat Devin in the first round in 2018. How are you with it? It's a lot, you guys. That's the most powerful and fastest move in arm wrestling. It's also very dangerous, and it's very limiting, and it's the potential of injury is super high. I have teammates, and I've known a lot of people who try to make a living pressing, and they are always hurt. Always. Because the way you beat a presser is by pulling them outside of their shoulder. Like you basically almost like try to break their arm in a sense, as far as you're trying to hit some crazy angles so they pull their arm outside their shoulder. And so the injuries in the elbow, it's a lot of pressure in the elbow. So they're always hurting themselves. Guys that press a lot or shoulder roll a lot. And then it is the fastest and most powerful move. So it's really seductive, especially as a new arm wrestler. You want to just press everybody. You're like, oh, that's strong. If I get my whole body behind it and I press down as hard as I can, it's strong. Yes, it is strong. But what happens when you press or you flop press and then I stop you? You cannot do anything but continue to press and hope to God you slip. There's no options. You can't go from a flop press and transition into anything. You can't be like, okay, well, let me hook him. You can't be like, okay, let me top roll him. You know what I mean? Like you're buried in there. So a press is a very limiting move, kind of like a low hand top roll. A low hand top roll is a very limiting move as well. When you low hand and you go out, if they stop you, right, then what can you do? When your wrist is dumped, where can you go from here? If you try to hook, you have to go way back in. You'll give up way too much ground to go back in and get a hook. You potentially could transition from a low hand to a flop press, maybe, but it's a really sketchy angle in your wrist. You also can't just suddenly get your wrist back. No one's rising muscles are that strong. So if you don't pin someone in a low hand top roll, all you can kind of do is continue to surge and hope they slip and go to the straps. And then that move is really good in the straps, as is a flop press, really good in the straps, right? So those are very powerful moves, very explosive, really good in the straps, but they have no options if they don't work. You're just sitting there, just hoping it works. Just keep doing this until it works. So it kind of sucks in that respect. That's why a high hook is the ultimate move, guys. I'm teaching you guys something about arm wrestling. When you maintain height in your wrist, so say we say go, and I don't continue your top roll, so I don't roll your hand all the way out, but I just go up and I pronate just a little bit. And I control your hand opens up just a little bit, and I stay up there, and then I focus on cupping and driving through cupping, not pronating. I just keep cupping and going sideways. That's a high hook. Now that is the ultimate move, because from up here, I can go anywhere. From up here, I can just keep rolling and top roll you out. From here, I can just go sideways. From here, I could go into a press if I wanted to, go into a deep hook. Up top, control leads everywhere on the table. It leads everywhere. That's why a high hook is the ultimate move. It can go anywhere, and it's super powerful, and you're controlling the top of the guy's hand. It's kind of the ultimate move is in the big picture, I believe, and a lot of people believe. Okay, I'm pretty far behind. Oh, super chat. Second super chat of the 80 minutes we've been here. War Babies 499 super chat says, thanks for the advice and knowledge of the sport and technique. No problem, man. That's what I'm here for, and that's hopefully what I can provide to you guys all the time. I'm here to help pass on all this information that I've tried to get. Okay, we're just gonna. I fell pretty far behind. Who do you think will favor the rules of Devin versus Mike that has been updated? I haven't. Dude, I woke up this morning and I saw the video of the updated rules or whatever, and I was like, oh, I gotta watch that, dude, because I know people are gonna ask about it tonight on the stream. And I rolled over and I went back to sleep. I didn't watch it. I haven't followed any of their rules conversations yet. I need to, so I can talk to you guys about it. I will. I promise. I will. I don't know about them right now. No great explanation. No great explanation of Pronator. Awesome. Joe Valentine, you ever pull against Dave? If so, how'd it go? Yes, me and Jeff Dave have pulled twice. Well, 2 separate occasions. One tournament we pulled like 2 or 3 times, and one time we pulled 1 time. But the second time we pulled, he destroyed me. But the first time we pulled, we went to the finals left-handed. You can go on Alex Toproll's channel, Arm Wrestling TV, scroll back a couple years, and you'll see it in the thumbnail. You'll see me in a hook with Jeff Dave. I'm like, we had a long match, dude. We had like a 45-second hook match, and he beat me. But I'm telling you guys, the elbow foul. No, Jeff's a great dude. Super nice. Love Jeff to death. We had an insane war, but he did elbow foul. Son of a bitch. My buddy has a video of it on his phone. He was at a different angle, and you could see Jeff's elbow go off the back. Ooh, I lost. And it was like the finals. It was the finals of a match of an LA Fit Expo, and I got second. I was so mad. I thought I was going to beat him. Let's see. Ermey's hand, Levon's form, Dennis bicep, Toddzilla side pressure. Okay. Toddzilla side pressure, that's not a bad one. I didn't think about that. Manipause, impressions of Alexi when you met him. He was very quiet, very respectful, and I don't know if he spoke English. So, can I get a picture with you, Alexi? Yes. You know, like that was my impressions of Alexi. That's all it was. We didn't really have a conversation or anything like that. Well, hello, I missed practice from War Baby. Okay. Mark J says, Jeff Dave's wife says all his body parts match his hand size. Oh, my God. Clerk93 says, Levon versus Derek eating contest. I've eaten with Levon twice, 2 or 3 times on our little trip. We went out eating, and it's not even a contest, guys. Not even a contest. Don't even bring it up. It's like nothing. There's in my video, in one of my vlogs of me going to Dubai, you can see me mocking Levon and how much he's not eating. I literally start grabbing food off his plate. It was an all-you-can-eat meat. It was a badass dinner, and it was catered by this place that had like kebab meat, like badass, great meat. And they would walk around with platters of all you can eat meat, and they would be like, "You want more meat?" And they just kept scooping meat onto your plate as much as you could possibly eat. And Levon didn't even. I think I filled up my plate 2 or 3 times full of meat, and he didn't even fill it up once. I don't think he finished his whole first plate. Lame, Levon, lame. I don't know how you got so big. It's not from eating a ton. Molly Schuyler is a beast competition eater. Nord's Dark Lord, you follow Molly? Dude, I've talked to Molly. She's a homegirl of mine, and I'm a huge fan of Molly. She's great. Derek for president. For real, Arm Warrior, she runs his Insta, someone asked. What's it like pulling Monster Michael Todd? Mike is very explosive, and that's really scary because you never know. When someone's that explosive, you don't know what angles they're going to hit and how to kind of prep for it. So that's one of the scariest things about Mike is they can be really explosive. I know in the top matches you guys see he's ends up in the King's move a lot of the time, but man, if he decides to get a shoulder behind it or he's just a really explosive guy, so that makes it a little stressful. If you're reacting to him, if you're being proactive and you're not worried about what he's going to do, then obviously his arm doesn't really open up. And if you can get him to that point, it kind of is like, well, I'm here now. Now what? It's like going to the moon and not having a plan for what happens once you get there. You're like, oh, I made it. I made it to the moon. Well, now what? I guess I'm just going to die now. It's kind of like that once you get Mike to the King's move, You're just like, now what? And Devin is the astronaut that knows what to do when he gets to the moon. Kind of. So, That's what it feels like. In terms of what it feels like to pull a king's move at that level, I've given this analogy a bunch of times. So it's like there's a diesel truck, like a big semi truck, right? And you put like 15 pillows on the front of it, and you're in front, you're pushing on the pillows, and the diesel truck's coming towards you, and you're pushing on the pillows, and you're like, okay, this is some pressure, but I might be able to manage it. And then at some point, the diesel truck, all the pressure catches up to the pillows, and you're just like, oh shit, and, and it just kind of kicks in, like out of nowhere, like kind of, like it's like, oh, I might be able to deal with this. Oh my god, and it just carries you away. It's kind of like that. That's the analogy I've always given. And I'm not saying Mike's arm is like a pillow. I'm just saying like it's a softer pressure and then just an overwhelming force that just comes up behind it. It's kind of weird. It's a trip. Okay. So, what's up? Okay. Doug Muti says, how much sushi can you eat? Think you can get kicked out of an all-you-can-eat sushi place? Sushi, most I've done is 13 rolls, dinner rolls, like the ones over here. 13 dinner rolls, and that's like volcano dragon rolls, you know, the big ones that have all the crazy shit on it. So I ate 13 of those. As far as sushi pieces, when I was with Alex Top Roll, we had the sushi eating contest out in there in New York, and it was like 100 and I ate 100 and over 100 pieces of sushi. It was 100 and something, I think. If I can't remember the exact number though, it was a lot. What's the arm wrestler's salary? There's no arm wrestler's salary. It depends on who you are and how much you're winning. But if you won everything, I think we were talking the other day. Someone asked me that the other day. And if you won everything, like you were just somehow, you could go in between organizations and you got first place everywhere on an active year. We'll say not even a COVID year, like a normal year. I think you can make like 80 to 100,000 if you won and you got first place every competition, and you were at somehow magically every competition, maybe like 80 to 100K. If you had to get first place everywhere, both hands. And that's not counting if you were a lighter guy that could pull multiple classes. Say you were like John and you could make like 195s or something like that, and you just still beat all the supers, then maybe it'd be more, you know, but you'd have to be the man, and it's nothing amazing. It's nowhere near NBA shit. Spencer says Jamie's the man. I agree. Vincent Reyes, just for fun, who do you think would win, Terminator or Levon? Levon. Do smelling salts work well in arm wrestling, the ones they use in powerlifting? You talk about ammonia. Alan Fisher does ammonia. Alan Fisher, in his little knapsack, his little fanny pack thing he has going on there, he keeps the little ammonia tablets that you break and you smell it, and then you woo. Now, ammonia is supposed to open up your blood vessels and get you moving, but it's for a very short time. Like it only lasts for like a couple moments, right? So obviously it's worked for Alan. He's done it for a long time. I bought some with the intention of trying it at a tournament, and I just haven't done it yet. I mean, it's worked for Alan, but no, I don't really see anybody else ever doing it, but it works for Alan. So, but yeah, I mean, you'd have to have a new one for each match, basically. Like every time you're about to go on stage, just woo! If it's a war, if it's like an endurance match, then you might lose some of that. But yeah, I know it gets you hyped up for a second. If you're gonna match anyone, who would it be? Levon in 2 years, or whoever number one is in like 2 years. That's where I plan to be. John Brzezinski versus Levon, who wins? Currently, Levon would destroy John Brzezinski right now. All right, broski, thanks for the stream. It was good, but I have to go. Take care, guys. Says Pinworm Boehm. See you later, man. Thanks for coming out, Pinworm. Justin Kluwick. Can't wait to see Yoked Derek. I know. Dude, super. You guys, I don't even know how to say it. What am I going to be called? Everybody knows what I'm going to be called once I get yoked. Come on, everybody that follows my channel knows. What's the nickname going to be? Once I hit that level of jacked and juiced and huge, what am I going to be called? If you guys follow my channel, then you know what I'm going to be called. Come on, I want to see it in the chat. Bro, you start posting coaching videos like Blue Balls Bowen and Coach Scam Ray. Why is everybody calling Ray a scammer? What's he scamming? Like, what's he taking from you guys? Craig D says, does putting your foot in the opposite table help with arm wrestling? If you have a style that's based off back pressure, like pulling back towards you, like really hard back pressure, then having your foot in front of you on the opposite leg of the table can help you pull backwards really hard. But remember, arm wrestling is all links in a chain. So it'll help you move your elbow back, but will your bicep open up as you yank back? Or how strong is your bicep? Is your bicep or brachialis strong enough to hold up as you yank back as hard as you can? Right? That's the question. But yeah, it'll help you pull backwards really, really hard. What's your take on getting on a very crushing grip? Does it help in the match? There's some situations where it can help, but generally, the juice isn't worth the squeeze. The amount that you would put time you put into getting a really strong crushing grip, it doesn't have a huge carryover for arm wrestling. Now, there are some things it can help with, but most people will like train grip once. If you don't say that to them, they'll just train grip all day, every day. Like all these guys in my Discord training grip all the time. But the carryover to arm wrestling is there's some, but it's not very big. It's not nearly as big as your general guy walking down the street would think. If I asked someone right now, my next door neighbor, I said, "Hey, do you think grip has a lot to do with arm wrestling?" They'd be like, "Hell yeah, you grab onto the guy." But really, it's not that big of a carryover, guys. Yeah. I know Ivan's in here. my grip phenom. I know he's probably in the chat somewhere. You guys are asking some crazy questions. EC says, "Yo, what's going on, man? Yeah, for a guy's size, he didn't eat much on Larry's channel when they did food challenge." Exactly. Levon's secret is McDonald's. That's what he says, but I've eaten McDonald's and I'm not as strong as him. Craig D says, "Favorite Ben & Jerry's ice cream fish food? No, half baked. Currently, it's my favorite." Levon's Tiny Stomachs Nashvili account coming soon. Hey, you know what? Someone make that Levon's Tiny Stomach Akashnavili. Jay Gilbert, great analogy. Devin, the astronaut. Philip says, Derek turning into Devin with these analogies. Oh, come on. I'm not that bad with it. Smith versus Chafee, lefty. Chafee. Justin Kluwick. Although, on that topic, you guys, I was just saying, I want to fly out there and hang out with Dave for a couple days. I want to pull with Dave on a practice. I've never gripped up with him. Oh, I met him once. I guess we got a picture of us gripping up. But I've never arm wrestled with him. I would love to see... I want to feel how strong he is. I want to see his angles, how much horsepower is in his angles. If you put him in other angles, does it give out, or is it strong everywhere? How is his training? How does his training carry over to his style? Why does it work so well for his style? Is it like, I have so many questions kind of about how Dave got to where he is. And really, Dave, I think it's a fair thing to say that Dave Chafee is the strongest North American arm wrestler on an arm wrestling table. As far as like if you measure the amount of pounds per square inch that someone is putting out on an arm wrestling table in arm wrestling movements, I believe Dave Chafee is the strongest arm wrestler in North America. That's my opinion. Sorry if that offends some people. Sorry. But I think that's a fair thing to say. Now, is he the best or the winningest or the smartest or most technical? No. But is he the strongest? I think so. I mean, he's our North American Levon or Dennis Splenkoff, really. He's a tank. So I think it'd be good. It'd be nice for me, especially as I get stronger, to eventually go out there and test myself with Dave. Because if I can make Dave try, or I can make him clench his jaw, or I can stop one of his surges, or if I can even get in the argument with Dave, like I'm somewhere in that conversation with him, then we know that Dave is stronger than mostly everybody on the planet, right, in arm wrestling. But only a couple guys, like a handful of guys might be stronger than him. And so not even a handful. Like two. So if I can do that with Dave, then I can go out to, hopefully Dave's a nice guy. Hopefully I can go out there and test myself with him when I feel ready. It's right there, right? It's a known quantity and it's right there. It's not hard to access. So I'm gonna go out there and shoot some cool videos with you guys, and I'll take Dave out to a food eating competition. I'll smoke him, or I'll thumb wrestle him like I thumb wrestled Michael Todd and I smoked him. Mike, you don't want none of that thumb wrestling bullshit. Yeah, but right now Dave would destroy me, both hands. Just getting on now, Derek. Sorry you didn't get first place in the competition, but you still look damn good. Thank you, YouTube Connolly family. Thanks, man. Felt good. I'm not really too let down at all with my placings at all. Todd Hutchings versus Hermes. Hermes. I think Hermes would. He's too explosive, too much hand, too far outside. But then, yeah, you know what? At the same time, that is a weird conversation because then you're like, well, Todd beat Matt Mask. But I just off the top of my head, I would say Hermes. But maybe if I thought about that for a while, maybe my opinion would change. I don't know. In my opinion, very tight grip translate into more power in the match. What do you think? Depends on how you're gripping. Depends on your goals. That's a deep question. Favorite dessert? I don't know, like cheesecake. Or ice cream cake is super good. Link to the competition arm wrestling Derek was just in. It's on my channel. You'll see the live stream. But like I said, there was 3 channels there recording the entire tournament, guys. Arm Wrestling TV, Arm Tube, and Polar Magazine. They were all there recording with their DSLR cameras. They're nice, high quality shit. They recorded all of it. So I'm sure they're going to release some badass videos. And you're going to see me losing my shit when I pinned some guys. Yeah. So you have to rely on sponsors? Manopause asks. Do I have to rely on sponsors? Are you talking about in relation to can I afford things? For big matches and things like that, yeah. I mean, it's a big change to travel internationally, guys. It's like, and even it's cheap right now because of COVID. A lot of people aren't traveling, and hotels are cheaper than normal, and this and that. But still, like, I mean, it's a big chunk of change. It's a few grand, 3 or 4 grand, and stuff like that. And so I don't make a ton of money at my work. I mean, not broke, but I'm definitely not making a ton. So, yeah. So I generally fundraise and look for sponsors. What is going on right here? What is this? Um, what the hell? That's it. I'm keeping it. Um, yeah, so I rely on sponsors sometimes. ECEC, check Derek's stream from 2 days ago, saw raw footage. Arm Warrior, Alan Fisher needs to start shopping for tombstones. Oh, that's messed up. Arm Warrior. Alan's a legend. He's a great dude. And he really is. Alan is a great guy. You guys, if you ever meet him, you get a chance to talk to him. Great dude with a big heart. How do you recover from a hurt wrist? Me, in my opinion, when I've had injured wrists, I brace up. Like I will, because you use your wrist for everything. You write a paper, you're using your wrist. You grab a doorknob, you're using your wrist. You use your wrist for everything. So it's so hard to rehab a wrist and to heal it up that whenever I hurt my wrist in the past, I would have a really thick brace, and then I would put another brace, that like a hard brace that I put my hand in. So I literally could not move my wrist and throughout the day. And then when I would be home or be in a controlled setting where I could pay attention to it, I would take the braces off and I would do some mobility stuff and maybe some like light rehab work. But the moment I leave my house or I'm back in the real world, brace, double brace, triple brace, and like I need it to heal. That's how I always approached my wrist injuries in the past. And because dude, it's so aggravating when you have a hurt wrist and you just, I don't know, you do anything, you grab a Coke can the wrong way and it hurts. It just keeps re-injuring itself. And so yeah, I triple brace up when I hurt my wrist. Oh shit, you guys are coming up with the questions like madmen. You guys are wild. I love it. Okay. Super Shredder, Derek the Blacksmith. Only one person knew my nickname. Oh, Super Shredder. There we go. All right, you guys are getting it. Derek, when I get all hopped up on steroids and I'm bigger than everyone in the whole world, Super Shredder. That's the version of me. It's gonna be Super Shredder Derek for sure. If you guys don't know that analogy, then you suck. Did Sablekov make a lot with sponsors? I don't know. I don't know his financial situation. I'm sure he did. I heard he's pretty famous out there, so probably. GNC Derek, Super Shredder, Pickle Man, that was good. SS, Spencer Doucette says SS. There you go. SS Derek. Oh, wait. Hold on. That's not good. There's some bad analogies with that nickname. Well, I'm too German. You guys can't be calling me SS. Bad. All bad. No. Is finger strength, grip not important in arm wrestling? Oh, that's what I was just talking about, guys. There's some, but it's just like cup it. You arm wrestle like this. You don't do this shit in arm wrestling, guys. You don't crush. You cup. The pressure is in your fingertips. You have to be strong out here, opened up. And when you squeeze tightly, your wrist tends to go backwards. If I tell you guys right now to make the tightest fist you can make, then most of you guys' wrists are going to go like that as you squeeze your hand. And that's bad for arm wrestling, right? So you have to learn how to grip tight with your wrist kinked in, and you're going to be tight in your fingertips, not crushing strength, but like cupping and containing strength. It's a different type of thing. It's not grippy strength, right? It's more your wrist's ability to hold. So yeah, and there's more to talk about that than that too as well. Big Diesel, what up? What's going on? Look at the match with Schoolboy and Khaled. Khaled almost broke Schoolboy's thumb with his grip. And that was one of those weird situations where you could clamp with chalk so tightly that someone couldn't run. But the amount of injuries that could come and the amount of focus you would put onto clamping his thumb and how much would you sacrifice coverage for other parts of his hand in order to clamp on his thumb. You know what I'm saying? So, and there's a chance that you put everything into holding onto that thumb and you sacrifice other stuff. And what if you don't succeed in holding onto the thumb? Then they just go to the straps and it doesn't matter how hard you hold onto the thumb. I don't know. How much sleep do you get at night? I aim for 8, but it doesn't usually happen. Just pick an extra phone. That's all from MS Rebuilding. Thanks. Dave does seem really technical. Well, maybe not his training, but his skills. EC, I don't know your nickname, but I still need to know, are we Silver Bullets or what? I'd like that name, the Silver Bullets, but the Smithereens was pretty cool too. I gotta say, Smithereens was pretty badass. What would your last meal be? I love chicken fettuccine alfredo with broccoli. I really like that. So off the top of my head, it'd probably be that. Or some steak. Ooh. Anyway, something like that. David Scary, look what he did to Corey with his left. I know. What about healthy Richard Lepke's? What about healthy Richard Lepke's? How much Chafee curl? I don't know. All of it. I'm the one who asked you guys the thumb wrestle. Asked you guys to thumb wrestle. Awesome. Thanks, Cassie. I appreciate that, man. I got a little win on mic there. Thumb wrestle. And I got, got with thumb wrestling. I think Hutchings over Hermes, says EC. Maybe, but definitely has a shot for sure. I just, for some reason, I don't know. I felt Hermes recently, and he's so explosive and so strong. I just immediately said Hermes, but maybe, dude, Todd Hutchings is the man. What's your job off the table? I am. Oh, there you go. Someone answered. I do security at a nightclub or at a strip club. Used to be a nightclub. Now it's a strip club. I hurt my ankle from kicking in a box in anger. You still game if you're on PC? What's your specs? No, I don't game on PC. It was console. Thanks, Phil. Big Papa says it was really cool to get to pull you in my first open. Can't wait for next time. Big Papa, who are you? What's your name? Big Papa. Big Papa. Are you Joe? You'd have to be Joe. Are you Joe? Big Papa? Is that you? Because left-handed, I knew everybody that I pulled. Right-handed, I knew everybody besides Joe. You have to be Joe. Yeah. Or is that Carter? Is that Carter? Or is that Joe? One of the two. Anyway, hey, sorry. I'll keep moving on. Michael Edwards says, Devin says doing kickback training is really good for rehabilitation on the wrist. Yeah, building balance in your form is great. You should be training your extensors for sure, and not just your flexors, your flexion. You should be training your extensors as well, and also down pressure. You should be training supination, not just pronation. You got to have balance, so it prevents injuries. Assuming the Super Shredder thing is from Ninja Turtles. It is. Mark Meyer, there he is. My guy. Hey, Derek, have you talked to Cody Merritt? What did he say overall? I did a little interview with him on my channel right after the event, and Cody actually called me about 30, 40 minutes ago on here, and I hung up on him because I was on the stream. So I got to call him back. But we're just going to start spitballing. I mean, if I can help a Cody Merritt and Devin Larratt match go on left-handed, like it's like I don't know. It'd be a cool match. I'd love to see it because I got a lot of respect for Cody and obviously Devin. I got a lot of respect for Devin. So I'd love to see that match. So if I can help make that happen, I'm going to try to. But we'll see. Craig D. Muscles requires 36 hours to rebuild. Rest is number one. Most people overwork their muscles. I agree. Are you former military? No, I'm not. Much respect to people that are. I'm not, though. What were some of those guys trying to decide on when they were playing rock, paper, scissors? The side of the table. Most people want, okay, you guys want to learn something else? You guys want an inside trick? Here we go. Arm wrestling. Generally people want their wrist, the back of their wrist, to face the down ref, the guy on his knees, because for a couple reasons. One, the guy on his knees, the down ref, generally they stare at elbows more than wrists. So you can kind of cheat a little bit more if your wrist is facing the down ref. And also, if your wrist is facing the down ref, then that means the other guy gets the buckle in the straps. When you have the buckle in the straps and it gets tightened, it sucks your hand a little bit underneath the other guy's hand. A little bit, unless they know what they're doing and they fight it. So you have a little bit of a disadvantage because you have the buckle, and also your wrist is facing away from the upside ref who's staring at the other guy's wrist, and you can get a little more cheating in. But the counter argument to that is, if you're the guy with the buckle, you get to dictate how tight the strap is. So when the ref tightens up the strap, if you have the buckle, you can be like, okay, that's enough. That's tight enough. So if you're a top roller, right, because top rollers like to have loose straps so that way they can still climb up in the guy's hand, even in the straps. Because if the strap is really tight, then you can't move. You can't even slide up his fingers, right, to top roll him. But if you have a loose strap, then you can kind of still slide up his hand. So top rollers like to have loose straps. Well, if you're a top roller and you have the buckle, you can tell the ref, oh, no. That strap is too tight, or leave it. Don't tighten it up anymore, even though it's really loose. So that way you can still top roll the guy in the straps. So sometimes top rollers want to have the buckle on the back of their hand so they can tell the ref, don't tighten it up anymore, it's loose. Get it? There you go. teach you guys some inside info. Um, let's see. Philip. Okay. And our next competitor, weighing 400 pounds, standing 7 foot tall, Derek the Juggernaut Smith. I've heard worse. Mark Meyer, yeah, man. No, I love Cody. I didn't mean to hang up on him in a mean way. I'm streaming, and I'm gonna call him back. Hopefully, he's still awake. How would you do against Richard Lepke's current? First off, I have no idea. I have no idea, and I hope he's doing okay. But old Richard for sure was a monster, and I don't think I was strong. I can beat him. Current Richard is sick as hell, so I hope I can beat a really sick dude. If we arm wrestle, but we wouldn't obviously. And I hope Richard is doing really well. Do you get into fights at the club sometimes? Joe Meek. Okay, it is you, Joe. Hey, man. I was just talking earlier, if you rewind to the beginning of the stream, I was talking about you, man, how you walked in, and I was like, holy shit, that dude's really big and strong. Let's see. Caleb Vlasco in here. You did hella good, bro. Can't believe you smashed my boy Abo. Hey, Cody, what was he saying on the way home? Was he saying anything? Anyway. Did I say Cody? Caleb. Yeah, let me know. It's kind of funny. I want to see Cody and Ryan Espy again. Yeah, that'd be badass. Tom's going to trip when he sees how strong you've gotten. Yeah, right. Tom doesn't trip on anything. All Tom's going to say is that he's going to smash me, and he won't trip out on any kind of strength thing. All right, so where are we at? We're at 105 minutes. How many likes are we at? 84 likes, 77 people in here. That's a good number, I guess. That's all right. That's respectable. It's respectable, y'all. It's respectable. Yeah, not quite 2 hours, but there we go. Craig D, have you ever arm wrestled someone taller than you? Yes. Vitaly's taller than me. What's his name? Paul Fisher is taller than me, and Paul's like 400 and something pounds, or he was. I don't know if he's lost any weight. I haven't seen him in a while. Yeah, every once in a while, the big guy's taller than me. I'm not North America's biggest arm wrestler. That was just a title that they put up on the video for Larry Wheels' channel. But I'm one of them. I'm probably like top, I don't know. I'm probably like top 5, top 6. But, and there could be new guys coming in that I haven't met. I'm just talking about like, yeah, I'm probably like top 10 and biggest, somewhere in there of biggest arm wrestlers in North America for sure. But I mean, some of them are pretty weak though. Y'all got to step up your game. Are you caught up, or is this my chat not updating? I'm caught up as of right now. You don't seem huge in here. You're proportional, I guess. Thanks, man. But I'm 6'8", 357 pounds, right? So 6'8", that's the size of Brian Shaw. But he was like 400 pounds. Is your mom or dad tall? My mom is 5'8". My dad's about 5'10". And I have one full blood sister, same mom and dad, and she is 5'7", 5'8". So I'm randomly 6'8", 360 pounds. So yeah, super random. Yeah. And then here come cue the well, how tall is the mailman? How tall is the milkman? Come on, say it. All right, I want to do something fun with you guys I like doing. Okay, I'm going to ask you guys some questions. I love getting your guys' opinions. Okay, Cody Merritt versus Devin Larratt, left hand. Number 1 for Cody, number 2 for Devin. You guys put it in the chat. A 1 if you think Cody will win, a 2 if you think Devin will win if they had a left-handed match. Let me see. 1 for Cody, 2 for Devin. 1 for Cody, 2 for Devin Larratt. Remember, Cody's ranked number 1 in all North America. You guys, and Devin, he had that. Oh yeah, dude, Devin, look at everybody. Damn, obviously Devin is gonna have more support. Man, there's only like 2 people voting for Cody. Everybody's saying Devin. Wow. I mean, everybody loves Devin, so I get that. Interesting. Okay, Mike Hep Smith says Cody. Cody Merritt, Joel. He's ranked number 1 in North America left-handed. Who has Devin lost to left-handed? I don't know his whole past. Last loss was obviously Dennis Saplexov. How did you do in Hawthorne? I got Alejandro De La Torre. There he is. Alex in the chat. Hey Alex, I got 3rd right and 3rd left. I beat Ron Bath twice left-handed, and I beat Abo. I can't pronounce his last name. He was ranked 7th in the country left-handed. I beat him twice left-handed. And so now I'm ranked 9th in the country left-handed. And my right felt really good, but I ended up getting 3rd. So I got 3rd both hands. Caleb Velasco, I don't know, man. Robbie Topi gave Cody hell. I'm amusing. Devin would beat Robbie a lot easier than Cody, but who knows? Yeah, dude. I don't know. It'd be a good one. Heraclio Ramirez in the chat. What's going on, bud? So it was an overwhelming Devin victory as far as your guys' poll and who you guys voted for. I mean, but that's kind of to be expected, right? Last time, Corey West, when he was in good form, polled Cody Merritt, and Corey's no joke lefty. Corey had a match with Dave Chafee, and Cody beat Corey pretty convincingly, left-handed. So, and they're both big, burly dudes, and yet Cody's crazy lefty. And the crazy thing is, Cody's right-handed. I didn't know that. He told me the other night. He's like, yeah, I'm right-handed. My left is just more connected. I was like, oh, shit. I thought he was left-handed for sure. So he's number one in North America, and he's not even left-handed. He's right-handed. Wild. Mark B., who's the strongest person that you've ever gripped up with? Arm wrestling, strong, not like Brian Shaw. It's hard to tell, guys. When for those of you guys that are new arm wrestlers or even experienced arm wrestlers, you should know that if you say you're a new guy off the streets and you grip up with a new super heavyweight, right? He will brick wall you. Say a guy's been in the sport a year, a super heavyweight, and you're brand new and you're 185 pounds. When you grab that first super heavyweight, he's going to be a brick fucking wall. And you won't be able to tell the difference between that super heavyweight and me. And you won't be able to tell the difference between me and Denis Saplenkov, right? Mike Coburg with the super chat, $10 super chat. Great weekend for Alpha Empire. Guys, that's Mega Mike, the guy that just donated $10. So there he is in the chat. Tuning in, Mega Mike. We've talked about you a bunch, man. We've talked about you in the stream already for a while. You guys, there is Mega Mike, Michael Coburg. That's the guy that got second place, ended up beating me in a hook by the hair on his chinny chin chin. Beat me. So, yeah, that's my guy right there. So, yeah, when you asked the question, Mark B, about who's the strongest guy I ever gripped up with, there were certain times in my career where I would grip up with people and they felt like brick walls, right? And so I've pulled John Brzenk, I've pulled with Dimitri Trubin, I've pulled some top guys, and at the time they felt like the strongest human being ever. But I'm way stronger now, so it's hard to tell. But the most impressive wrist I ever felt was probably John Brzenk's. I think it was insane. I was so tight and deep in a hook, and it still just went. So pronation felt John. It's hard to say, man. It's hard to say who the strongest guy I ever gripped up with was, because a lot of guys have brick walled me over the years, though, right? And now I can beat some of them, but I'm just like, it's hard to tell, right? Dimitri Trubin was so strong when I pulled him. He just toyed with me everywhere. But would he do it right now? I don't know. I mean, he would beat me right now. Whoa. Calm down, chat. I'm not saying would he beat me. I mean, like, would he be able to just laugh and joke around with my wrist no matter what I do? I don't know. I hope not. So, who knows? But yeah, much respect to John Brzenk and Dimitri Trubin. When you asked me that question, those are the first two guys that popped in my brain. Let's see. Clerk 93, too much power, you can't even tell anything. Yeah. That was a great match. I thought you had him on your slightly early start. He back pressured you out of the tournament. Joel, who are you talking about? And Fart McAss, who are you talking about? Caleb Velasco, Ron's wrist feels stupid strong. He let me grip him once side table. Yeah, like, it feels like iron, right? And it is. It is crazy strong. Have you ever pulled Matt Mask? We did a long time ago for funsies, and we had like a fake match because Matt was way too much for me, and we had a lot of people watching, and Matt's like, hey, let's just go back and forth and make it look like a good match. And we did that a little bit. And that's, if you ever see a video of me and Matt pulling, that's what that is. It wasn't for real. We were just putting on a little show because Matt was way stronger than me. It was boring. He was just too strong. So, but that was a long time ago, and at some random motocross event. I love to see that Truman pull. Mark B, have you ever pulled? Oh, sorry. Against Mike, you got a nice start. I thought, oh, yeah, I think I watched the video. Now, I can't remember in person, but I don't feel like I false started. And in the video, it almost looks that way, but I think it's like an audio lag from when they actually said go and you see me move. I think there's some kind of audio lag in the live stream. Because I don't know, Mike, you're here. Did I false start? I don't feel like I did. I feel like I was just really aggressive, but maybe. Kazi Makamura says Matt is a beast. I think you're talking about Matt Mask, and I agree. He is an absolute monster. I'd love to pull with Matt now. It's been so long. I'd love to see just how he feels nowadays. If there's any holes or gaps or anything like that, I can target or exploit. He's still a favorite over me. I'm not saying I can beat Matt Mask. Don't get all crazy, everyone. Everybody likes to jump to conclusions. Fart McAss says Mike is way stronger than he looks. Is that a compliment? Mike is crazy strong. Mike says, I think you hit right at the go. Okay, so Mike says that he doesn't think I false started. Because I didn't feel like I false started. And hopefully they would have called me if I did, called me on it, because they're pretty good refs. So, Caleb Blasco says, Oleg beating Jordan was trippy. Yes, Jordan was tired, but still. That was an overall, but yeah, Oleg's no joke. Super chat from Canadian Chihuahua says, I'm out. Keep doing your thing, Derek. Thank you, man. I really appreciate the support. Thank you so much, bro. Let's see. Any updates on the Kurdeka match? No. When people ask, what matches I'm thinking of, Alex and Micah Yellow are people I actively want to hunt and beat. I have a match coming with Tom Nelson. I wasn't actively seeking out Tom, but that match presented itself, and it looks like I'm going to pull him right-handed. But Alex Kurdeka, when I think of international matches right now or within the next year or something like that, if someone I kind of want to pull and stylistically and everything like that, it's Alex. I've been pretty open about that. I reached out to him. He said he's down to have a match. Obviously, since I'm the challenger, I have to take care of it all. I got to either fly him out to me and put up some money for him, or I got to go to him, or I have to make it happen because I'm the challenger. So I have to make this match happen. In all respect to Alex. I should, right? I'm the challenger. So I'd have to orchestrate the whole thing somehow. But yeah. Will you broadcast any portion of the Istanbul event? I don't think I'm going, guys. 90% I'm not going to Istanbul for this one. So we contributed, you guys. The channel, we killed it. We sent them $1,100 towards the super matches. We murdered it. I don't think I'm gonna go. The plan was never that I would be there. I mentioned maybe wanting to go, but the money we raised was for the matches to happen, for everybody to get their flights and go and have those badass matches. And I did. If you guys look at the GoFundMe, if you wondered what I did with your guys' money, go look. It was donated. I was talking to Herman Stevens. I was just going to send him the money because he's helping put it all together, but he said he wanted me to put it in the GoFundMe, so I did, so you guys can actually see Derek Smith donated $1,100. That was all the money we raised on the fundraising, man, where I chugged that beer topless. But yeah, that was where that went. So it doesn't look like I'll be going though. Just hopped in. Thank you and welcome, Afro Samurai. Craig D says, are there any tall people in your extended family? I have an aunt who's like 6 foot, and her kids are like 6'2", 6'3", so I guess they're kind of tall. Fart McAss says, Derek versus Vrej. I pulled Vrej one time ever in a tournament, and I freaked out, made a really bad decision, and he beat me. And then we've never matched him again. Damn it. So hopefully he comes back. He's in Armenia, and he's hurt right now, but hopefully he comes back, and I can just take that win back from him. But we never pulled. It was right-handed. Yeah. Good luck with Nelson, says Afro Samurai. Thank you, man. You and Chance having a super match is long overdue, in my opinion. People always ask me and Chance about having a super match with each other. Me and Chance kind of agree. Like, our trajectory right now, we're both trying to climb, guys. We're both aiming at Devin Larratt and the established super heavyweights. Those are the guys we want to beat. We don't want to keep chipping away at each other while we're both climbing. You know what I mean? Like, I know you guys, because he's a lot of eyes on him, and I'm starting to get some eyes on me. That match seems cool, and Chance is my boy, and it'd be fun to arm wrestle with him. But like, it's not. We have no goals of beating each other. It's just kind of a cool match, but we don't really gain anything out of it. It's just gonna, even if he beats me, then it hurts my trajectory. If I beat him, it hurts his, and we're climbing as hard as we can. So I have no plans to go at Chance soon. Now, if we both reach the top, I told him once we reach like top 3 or whatever, something like that, then we're gonna have a match. But right now, it's not a big goal of mine, pulling Chance. We're both trying to help each other climb, right? Trying to help us crack those dudes that have been around forever that need to get out of office. Is Istanbul dangerous with COVID? They're pretty serious about it over there. Like, when they lock down, they lock down. I don't know the current regulations right now where they're at with it, but when it is bad, they are pretty hardcore about their lockdowns and stuff. And I know Ingen Terzi was taking it pretty serious. Is the match in Dubai still canceled? My match, my potential match, yes, it's still canceled. Oh, Cody Merritt was orange sleeve. Yeah, he was a beast seeming. Yeah, he was Joel. Um, Need to train with him for sure. Caleb Blasco. Oh yeah, that makes sense. You and Corey and Chance are the future super heavyweights. I hope so. Do you think you could beat Ryan Bowen? I think so. Ryan's a lot lighter than me. I hope so. But Ryan, you guys, I know arm wrestling really well, and I know Ryan. And Ryan is a very good arm wrestler. And like whether people hate it or hate him, it doesn't change the fact that Ryan is a very smart dude and he is a very good arm wrestler. He's just a lot smaller than me. And last time we pulled, like I'm just a way bigger dude, and I'm smart enough where I'm not gonna do something that dumb with him. I understand how he pulls relatively well, and I think I'm okay dealing with it. But he's no joke. I definitely wouldn't underestimate him. I don't think I would walk through Ryan Bowen like he wouldn't be there at all. I just think I'd be the favorite. Yeah. Jay Gilbert says, help each other climb by being undercard on a bigger match. You look so much younger than Corey West. Isn't Corey like 29, 30? I don't know. I think I'm old. Yeah, I'm older than Corey. I'm 35. And Corey, I don't know. How old's Corey? I think he's like 30, I think. So yeah, I'm a little older than him, like 5 years older than him. Congrats to Ryan off on his honeymoon right now. Oh yeah, Ryan. Yeah, congrats, man. I'll probably send him a message. Congrats on getting married and everything, man. Hell yeah. Badass. Really happy for him. Hope you're happy, man. There we go. We're caught up. That's a 2-hour stream. 120 minutes, you guys. So, unless you guys have any other final questions or concerns or comments or anything like that for me, if I can help you guys out in any other way. If not, I think I'm going to shut it down. Shut it down, you guys. Thanks for tuning in with me and hanging out. You've been streaming over Bowen this whole time. How often do you train a day? I have 77 people in here, and I've been training streaming the same time as Bowen. Take that. Oh, Michael Todd's calcified Bowen. There he is. I was just talking to who was I talking to? I was talking to someone about you. We were talking about the troll names, and I was like, Michael Todd's calcified Bowen. That's my boy. You did a great job on the event, Derek. Your potential is massive. Just got to have a stronger and calcified bone. It's true. Thank you, man. I really appreciate the support. You guys, the troll army guys, all the troll names, like you guys are great. I appreciate you guys supporting me and stuff. So far, so good. Caleb Lasco says top 165s in Cali, Vosgin or Fisher. Fisher won the last one, I think, against them. So guess we'll go with him. Fish Snatcher says, hey, bud. Hey, what's up, Fish Snatcher? Thanks for tuning in, man. Thanks for coming in here and hanging out with us. It's a little late. I'm about to probably wrap it up, unless anybody has any more questions or, any other super chats y'all want to throw at me, you know what I'm saying? But I think appreciate you guys for tuning in. And there's like weird, I'm not even going to go into details of who the names are, but there's like weird haters out there lately. There's been some really weird haters of mine out there, and I'm not even going to dignify them by saying their name or their social media presences, but there's been some people like trying to dig at me and like chip away at me, and someone was like criticizing me saying Derek Smith raising money for nothing, for like I'm just taking people's money. It's weird. I hope you guys don't think that way. I mean, I know I do raise money, do the fundraising stuff like that, but I'm always telling you guys about the goals with the money, like it's for fundraising or Gary Roberts raised the money for me to go to Dubai. Like there's always been a goal. Hopefully people don't think I'm just trying to take everybody's money. I don't know. Sorry if that's the persona I'm giving off or whatever, the vibe. But someone was saying that it was weird. Fucking haters. There's some haters out there, but I'm not even gonna plug them because fuck those guys. Basically, fuck them. Who's he talking about? Anybody know? Yeah. Anyway, so I just get a little burnt out on these guys sometimes, but I'm just gonna keep doing me and hanging out with you guys and just keep moving forward. I'm extremely transparent. They're jealous maybe from me. I try to be. I'm not a piece of shit, so I try to be really transparent about everything so there's never any kind of doubt or shadiness going on. Yeah. So anyway, guys, I'm not gonna get into it. Like I said, I don't want to promote them at all, so fuck those guys. If you don't have haters, you're not doing it right. I know. Oh, and someone made a fake account on me with my name. They stole the picture of me and my daughter, and they made it. And they're like messaging people on Facebook and on Instagram. So if you guys get a weird message from me saying, "Hey, how you doing?" and like asking for, that's not me. Like they're yeah. So they're reaching out to people that I'm like following or follow me and shit like that. So yeah. I like how people are still watching the old part of the stream and they're commenting 1 and 2 when I ask them who wins, Devin and Cody. I'm still saying 1s and 2s. Anyway, guys. All right. I'm gonna shut it down. Thank you guys. I appreciate all the compliments. You guys always make me feel good, man. You guys are my people. Like I always say, if you guys need anything from me, shoot me a message. If you have any questions about your guys' form or anything like that in practice or in tournaments, send me a video of you guys polling. That's the best way I can help you, and I'll give you guys all the tips I can possibly give on your form. There are some travel plans pretty soon, hopefully, for me to travel around and fly to some practices around the United States. The North Carolina, Texas, Kansas. These are all places that have reached out to me to go to their practices and help them out. So I'm working on that. It would probably be on like a Sunday through Wednesday would be the days I'd be there because I don't work those days. And if you guys are in the local area, please come out and practice with me. And if I can help you guys at all, that's what I love doing. So let me know. But yeah, shoot me a message, guys. Let's make everybody better at once, and we'll grow together as a community. Yeah. All right, guys. If you're not subscribed to me and you're watching my live stream, it's weird. Stop being a weirdo and subscribe to my channel because it's odd. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Stay training and stay strong and